B music on the track.
Going on, everybody? Boy Jamal, welcome everybody back to the potted room. We've been on a little bit of an extended break almost. We had some technical difficulties at our last show. Some technical difficulties. But anyway, that aside, I got my usual cohorts with me, my co-defendants. I got Shango and the one that the King. We got a special guest this week with us, commonly known around Grand Bahama as Ruckus Man. What's going on, Ruckus?
Everything is drama. What's going on? Thanks for having me on the show, man.
Alright, you know we like to have interesting people up in here. Shango, let's start with you, man. What you been up to?
Oh, nothing much.
Nothing much lately on the lately side. Same old. You know what I mean?
Alright. How about you, King? How you looking?
First of all, I have a problem.
Oh, Lord. What's your problem, man?
Usually when you introduce this goddamn show, you say, welcome black. And I be looking forward to that. And you did not say that today.
Nah, I say welcome black.
No, you say welcome back. What kind of man you will say that for me, please, before we go on?
Okay, welcome black. Welcome black.
Alright, cool. Different setting. Now, you know that Dr. King always get one little movie on one little mission.
Yeah, we know you.
You know I always need one new little setting. Boy, lion. I know because he's off for a little while. But boy, it made one setting lion. And boy, lion. I had an adventure. I explored a setting. Nice setting too, boy. You know I have some nice little setting.
Go ahead. I got a question I want to ask you about this.
Chocolate setting, and
this
I
one.
like trouble for them. Hey, I ain't got no problem with red when I'm doing it. I like them too, but boy, I like trouble for them chocolate set.
Yeah, you see?
Jesus, boy. Jesus Christ.
Okay. The only thing I want to know is if she joined the list. The raw dog list.
Hold on. No, she did not join the raw dog list.
Shit.
What I can tell you is, your boy is a whole. What I tell you, I invent that. The boy is a whole leader.
They say he created.
Boy, what?
You ever had such a thing, Ruckus?
Listen to me. You see when I come over with Yami Bolo? You see that name? I will let the name come out. You see, I used to talk to guys while I eating this thing. You tell me the just like, you want me Bolo, baby. Come and try and say, yeah, baby. So they say, okay, Yami Bolo.
Microphone them sound funny to you, huh?
I just come up with these things.
Kinda.
I just come up with these things, but it's what it is, you know. Different setting.
All right.
Just different setting.
Oh, y'all good now?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Proper thing. You know we get a low budget high tech phone, low budget high tech setting. You know this is the part of Romano.
I in and out on my end. You all sound dread?
Dread.
That's them Cowboys headphone, man. That's what happened now. That Cowboys headphone get a dang virus.
No need for you to bring up my Cowboys, alright? Okay, now Ian. Alright, now we working.
Different setting. We cooking with gas.
Alright, so let's get to the fuckery.
Later.
Now, seeing that we've been off, just had, by the way, any of y'all been to Carnival? Because I been. I had a ball too.
What? So you was out there with three other people?
Listen, man.
Oh boy.
Me and the four people who braved the rain had a good time, right?
They had 30,000 people. I know what you talking about, Ruckus.
30,000 where?
30,000
That's what they say. They had 30,000 people.
I know of 30,000 people in Grand Bahama.
I ain't been there to see it, but the man said they had 30,000 people.
Hold on, when he said 30,000, I came on my president's break BDC, who had hooked up the Wi-Fi out there. And he said on the first night, they only had 3,000 people on the Wi-Fi. And the second night, it was less.
I didn't know Wi-Fi was out there.
Wi-Fi was out there, free Wi-Fi.
I didn't realize that until like 2:30.
So my thing, but let me ask you this. You think if 30,000 people was out there, only 3,000 depend on the Wi-Fi, must it be like free things? Shit. Play then.
Okay, hold on now. Let me explain something to you. When they started doing the dynamics, but how much people was out there and all that. Now, remember, they start from 6 o'clock Saturday morning. They had the Beach Olympics. All that. The people who was there in the morning, they count everybody, you know, not just the people who was there like in the night. They count everybody who was there all day. I just saying.
Listen to me, Jamal. If they had 3 different set of people come there, it wasn't 30,000.
No, I said I don't agree with this 30,000.
If they had
I wasn't there and I could
on this island, you would have seen that within the local economy, you know.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing changed.
Well, the vendors them appear to be happy.
People going out and buy food.
The vendors, so only the vendors supposed to be eating on the side.
I just say the people. Hey, listen,
so
man.
People only good for the shop.
And the vendors can't be doing too bad because they could afford to become vendors.
All right. All I saying is, I went and I had a good time.
All right. Nobody said you ain't had a good time.
Why did you have a good time?
I enjoy some of them performances.
I'm getting the little thing on.
Yeah.
See,
and then I enjoy the foreign man them too. Come and sing their little soca jams. I had a good. Hey, listen. Hey, let me tell you something. That dude who closed out the show Saturday night. What he named now? Sherwin Winchester. Anybody who was there can tell you all. That nigga put on a show.
No, he's a performer.
That boy had the crowd.
He
had the crowd flicking. I don't know if I see free-board people carrying like that because he come down inside the crowd and had everybody just jamming. You know what I mean? So I was quite happy with that. That made me.
Okay, so I got to ask this question now. When y'all clap and cheer for this bike, like, how did y'all amplify the sound? How y'all did that?
You ain't come here to put pressure on me. Because I don't even understand that question. How we amplify.
Y'all, it sounds so loud, you can hear all down the road. But there's only about 12 people out there.
Oh, you was in Port Lugai?
I was in Port Lugai.
And you could hear?
I could hear the performance. I just couldn't hear y'all.
Oh, well, see, we ain't had no microphone, you see.
That's a while. All right. That ain't all right.
Hey. Yeah, but anyway, that happened. I know these man them anti-carnival. They ain't gonna just come out and say that.
No. I would like to state 100% unequivocally that I, Ruckus man, born of Nassau, now living in Freeport, do not support Bahamas bullshit carnival. Thank you.
Man, no fuck around.
I have the second that motion.
We need a referendum.
Might as well. King, you ain't been out there.
I don't want to kill my little daughter just to get her out.
Oh, they do that too. I carry my boy out the first night and let him have some slushy and some, you know. Then I buy him some toy and then.
The weather was too bad, man.
Yeah, we know that. The weather, you know what I mean?
Now, y'all know. The reason why it rained at Carnival is because God didn't approve of it. Oh, shit.
Who this guy is? Who sent you, boy?
God say,
God send you it.
Thou shalt not fat.
Yes.
Thou shalt not fat.
Thou shalt not fat and juve. Galatians 9:19.
Stop that, man. Stop that.
See what happens. See what happens. God know that instead of paying and put this money in helping educate people and feed the poor people, he want to give them rum and let them go party and they still get paid again. That's what it came in. But him is get paid again in the carnival. So they ain't trying to make the money off tourists, no. They trying to make the money off us.
But everybody had a bit.
Would be dumb.
This ain't our topic. Stop that, man. Stop that.
Be dumb, no.
Stop it. Stop it when it was $10.
Yeah. That was just a backyard party.
Oh boy, after we done pay, we put the money in the thing, in the treasury, you know. We spend the money to bring them here. And I can still pay. There's no private function. This is the government money. That's my money.
Big man, $10.
You don't pay national insurance.
$10 is plenty gas, you know.
That's not playing. I ain't only gas. That's minutes, King. I can turn on my $400. They're the 400 megabyte. They're the boy.
Oh, $3 top for 1 or 2 gals.
I better stop
Like
man.
you say.
For $2 a piece.
This
That's
$3
$5
top
yards.
up. This $3 top up thing is the devil, boy. This is not they charge them no $1 no more.
$3
Send me $1, they just jump straight to $3.
Somebody see my post.
Insulting my intelligence.
Oh.
And
Man,
and
$3.
my wallet. I know that shit.
Insulting my financial position.
But when you tell them call because you trying to get this thing, they stay hanging on minutes.
No,
They never minutes to call you with
Never.
talking about.
But when they call in Shango, or when they call it Jamal, my thing is called Jamal. I don't know why. That's a joke, dog. Let me pass it to you. And this fella got personally.
Man, listen.
Fella turning an hour on me.
Listen. I put on my $50 out of pocket and $10 for voice. So I put 60 a time. 10 for voice.
I work for thing, I mean.
Oh man, I work for
ETC.
them people. But anyway, speaking of carnival, since we was there, let's segue into this other thing what I wanted would be hot on the agenda here. You all know, all us, everybody, ain't nobody here over 40, so we all know that since our days, since growing up.
40, what?
Man, motherfucker, what you trying to say, dog?
Hey, King, this man is a black belt, you know.
Damn, what do you mean?
You put that elbow right next to your face,
What boy? Let me show you
and
something.
we'll have to wake you up.
What boy? I just can't like your boy, I know. You know karate, I know knifey.
Can I think
Can rock
about
it,
it?
stick in your ass, boy.
The first thing you learn is how to take knife and things from people. So I know you done lose.
Hey, old boy, I said clear belt, you know.
You say it's a clear belt. What?
Like that's a transparent belt,
That's a Gucci belt or what?
No, that's it.
a clear belt.
See what happens with the clear belt?
Ah,
You look at me and you see no skill because you see no belt.
that's a white.
But when I put the tiger claw,
You already said skill. You said
the raven wing,
The crouching
you know
tiger
what
hit the
raven
dragon.
wing is, see? That's a deep ancient secret. Then I come out of China, I come out of Africa.
That's a white.
I see?
This guy say that.
And they put the
The armadillo tail.
no sir, and they put the pelican talon on ya.
Second side, like he's watched too much Kung Fu Panda.
I put the pelican talon on ya, brother. Play.
All
You
right.
want but black belt? My
Listen.
brother, they will take that from you because they won't believe it and a clear belt do you that.
Listen, hey, by the way, I want to ask you, during your duties, right, the line of work with you, and you ever have to use your skills to put people down or stop people from being disorderly or fighting and things like that?
Every Saturday night.
What?
Every Saturday night.
So you
I
just
know
have
they
to
call you
fucking,
too.
what?
Oh, man.
But then you don't got to show us your moves, man.
And then
We know niggas don't give away black belts on the corner. We know that.
So what's your go-to move? Sweet kick with a
Back,
Take
all
that.
that.
you want an honest answer?
yeah.
Oh, you could.
Let's go for the nuts game.
This nigga smart.
Just end it quick.
End the fight quick.
I ain't got time for
He's
all
smart.
that.
Yeah.
I
This
gotta
nigga smart.
You gotta go home.
I gotta go home to my 3 women, but 2 days.
I know the fellas can say 3 children, man. Before you was coming about.
Boy.
Forget it.
Hey. Oh, shit. Look at these niggas.
Oh, Josh, man, these niggas
Lord.
going bad today.
All right. Can't go in there and get one of them things. You straight?
Yeah,
You
I'm
good? You good?
You good?
Well, I was all over here throwing shit about the place to be. You can get.
This nigga try all you kill me for true.
They can go to show you that movie you was talking about. The armadillo tail. All right. Why is we doing that? Nah, let's just get into the. Let's segue over now. You all know in all our days, all we ever hear them preaching from young is tourism. You understand?
Hotels.
Whether they trying to get some kind of tourism now, they trying to get the carnival tourism, religion tourism, all these different type of
Every
tourism.
type of tourism.
I was on the website today. It says 60% of our GDP come from tourism. We know Atlantis is the biggest private employer in the country.
Yeah.
I think Atlantis is like 8,000 Bahamians waking up.
8,000, yeah.
Huh? Y'all ain't, what I want to know, y'all ain't think in 2016 just a little too over-reliant on tourism?
From long time.
We depend on that too much, eh? I mean,
100%.
we that's ain't right. Who coming up with these ideas? Anytime you have construction, big time construction job going on, what did it be? Hotel.
Hotels.
Look how much people leave their job to go work a place in Nassau, what they call now? Bahamas.
Yeah.
and the place stall. Why we rely so much on that? Why we don't divert? Ain't nothing else going on in the world we could try tap into other than just tourism?
Personally, I feel as if it's definitely engineered, orchestrated. I personally, again, had a tourist come to me and tell me that we as Bahamians, we need to diversify the different industries that we have, because basically what has happened is we've taken slavery and made it our number one industry.
What? Man, no man, you gotta go deeper into that.
Okay, think about it. What was the purpose of slaves? To serve the master, right?
Yes.
So
We gotta fix up the master and his economics. Yeah, that's what he was for. Yeah, cheap labor.
So why do tourists come to the Bahamas? Because they expect a good
Service.
a good service. You know, they expect to be treated well. They expect to be waited on hand and foot. They expect to be entertained.
Wow.
And so, personally, I don't see the difference between, you know, like black entertainers in the 1920s and 30s.
You
what
are
they did
absolutely correct.
to entertain the white people. I don't see the difference between that and what is happening in our country today.
Ruckus, I saw a weird joke because I used to work in a hotel. Anybody who know me, and if they come in the barber shop, I try to explain particulars of when I used to work in a hotel. First thing I always call any hotel a plantation.
Plantation.
Why? Because I could recall one day I in a restaurant. They had me for bus boy. First of all, they calling you boy, big man. He's a bus boy, right? You know, student. We in there setting up the tables and then we're getting ready for dinner. The three of our bosses, the general manager, Dominican, restaurant manager, Mexican, all these light-skinned fellas.
Don't start that shit again.
No, I'm talking about black and white. I talking about, you know what I mean?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
And the executive chef, another Mexican. These fellas out by the pool with a keg, with the draft beer,
Just loving themselves.
standing up drinking draft beer by the pool talking a bunch of yachts. And being the Bahamians laboring
Busting your ass.
for what? Cheap labor, because one, they can't have, they tell you how they calculate your grats and these things. The money is short. The fellow who's the general manager ended up in trouble. I don't know if I can even talk about that may be legal. But he had to live.
I think I know what you mean.
You understand?
Yeah.
He had to live. Because they was doing allegedly some illegal things. So my thing is this. All we doing is serving these masters, like you say. The owners are Italian.
Yeah.
Anytime they send the people who they want to control you, your bosses or managers, they put a few yes man Bahamians who would take a hand up their ass to be a puppet
Yeah.
and put them to run the rest of the niggas.
Yeah.
And the people who making and real money, the higher bosses, are not Bahamians.
No.
They put one Bahamian in some management and thing to make it look good. But this another plantation.
One of the main reasons, that's one of the main reasons I never, ever work in a hotel room. To tell you the truth, I couldn't tell the difference between a bellman and a busboy. I don't know what they do.
Everybody serving.
Right. And it starts off whereas the country, the leaders of the country have no vision.
Correct. I agree.
And their thing is, okay, remember now, before 1967, this place was run by
UBP, eh?
white people.
Yes.
And the same exact things, what
What
they
their
have in
plans
place,
was? Yeah.
is what we continue to do. You see? And it starts off, we could make a change. The problem is for us when we saying making a change, we feel like when we say make a change, it happens overnight. But we supposed to start you know, from,
every journey start with a single step.
yeah,
So you got to start.
yeah.
That's what our
one
problem
step.
is. We don't start. We don't
on-
start. nothing.
On one of the steps, one of the things, you know, my plan is me having kids, is what I always say. I would never encourage my kids to just settle for a job where
A
you don't
job.
even need
Oh,
high school diploma.
Yeah.
All you need to do is tote bags, fold up sheet, vacuum floor,
wash clothes.
wash clothes. You know,
Smile up at people.
smile
or
at
cut
people.
grass.
Yeah, answer the phone.
Yeah.
Make the place pretty for other people to come enjoy.
Yeah. So
But now, one of the things I do want to say too is because I'm more than certain persons that hear this probably work in the hospitality
Yeah.
industry.
That's gainful employment.
yeah,
So this is not to say that if you do work in that field, because I work in that field as well, that's not to say what you're doing is not dignified.
right.
But at the same time, you have to
Look beyond.
look beyond, look past what is right in front of you and see it for what it really
Yeah.
is. Can you really say that your job that you have in the industry is giving you the quality of life you deserve? I think across the board, the answer is no.
I would agree. I would agree. It's just like in any other field.
And this is it here, and this where the leaders of the country need to step in, and you know, new leaders, new vision, and you know, we need to teach our people how to become more entrepreneurs. You know, owners of these hotels. It don't have to be like a small, I mean, like a big hotel. It could be a few small hotels owned by Bahamians. You know, and I feel
But our prime
Like-
minister, this current prime minister we have now, remember when he's in power the first time, they had this thing with these anchor projects. Put one big something on every island or every place. And that kind of
Yeah, but see,
how that working out.
the problem with that is he want anchor projects on every major inhabited island in the
Yeah.
Bahamas, right? There's a problem with that. He don't want the anchor on the island. That's where everybody make the mistake. The anchor must be in his wallet.
yeah.
So if you ain't dropping anchor in your wallet or any bank account,
Yeah.
it ain't happening.
Hold on now, Ruckus. What it is this is you implying about our beloved prime minister? What is this? What you saying?
Okay, I ain't trying to imply nothing.
What you are saying?
What I'm saying is, if you in cutting this nigga in on the deal,
What? Y'all two related, eh? Shango. I said, y'all two related.
They say,
you
minister.
Hey, you say you born in Nassau. You ain't from where I said?
No, he'd have been a PLP.
Hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. My Grammy is a grant, you know.
oh shit.
My daddy mommy is a grant. So I related to them where I send people. All that's might be
What?
family around there. Y'all
Might
ain't
be.
know.
Might be.
But they say our minister of tourism the same way.
Yeah.
But you like mine?
Oh, Ruckus.
Come on, I see why it's called ruckus. He was causing ruckus, boy.
All right, make sure the DEA them is swinging and running up in here right now. You talking this thing, Mike?
This fella then coming there throwing drinks and throwing blows.
He ain't care.
Throwing jazz.
He ain't
He's
care.
killing bad no.
How you can come here and talk with our
What about they
prime
get guys in the port too, no?
Talk
I
about
don't
our
think
prime
they can
minister
get job security.
All right.
They can be right by the hotel.
All right, but yeah, okay, we all agree.
But Ruckus got another thing coming anyway because the prime minister running again.
He running again?
What you
Don't
doing?
fuck around.
The deputy say he won't run. He tell him say little
He
boy
running
sit
too?
down.
Yeah.
No, he tell him running. He
No,
tell him say little boy sit down.
He running
for prime
his
minister
third
again,
term.
right?
The deputy, the one be lead A.
Yeah.
The one run for the lead A.
Yeah, he
Hold
wanna
on,
do.
hold on. Y'all losing me.
The deputy prime
The
minister.
deputy prime minister is running for.
He the one.
No,
he
he
wanted,
wanted to run for
leadership.
leader of the party.
Yeah.
Oh no, he don't like enough money for that.
But
That shit can't wait. Sorry about that.
he don't get banned up enough.
No.
The same man. Hold on. This
What you
same.
saying is get banned
Hold
up
on,
sometime.
King. Hold on, King. Listen.
I mean, I can't speak on the man's personal life.
Hold on, man. Listen, man.
Hypothetically.
Hold on, listen, man.
Hypothetically, allegedly.
This same man tell me, as long as we ain't talking no deep, disrespectful, whatever, he glad to come on the show.
He's playing.
He come on here.
Jamal.
Calling big man them sisters
Hold on,
straight.
Jamal. He's playing question. He's playing question.
And out of all people, you would expect me to be the
I trying to figure out. Shango don't even carry on like that.
Hey, he's trying to play question when he
And
go up.
Shango is the loose cannon.
He asked for forgiveness. He's trying to play
He's
question.
got to apologize every week for something Shango say.
Okay, the thoughts and expressions of Ruckus Man is not part of the party,
Hey, this is a disclaimer. This is not a part of a program. This is a paid program.
Go ahead,
The views of the station does not reflect the views of the people talking.
Fuck that. This is the internet. We can say what we want to say.
That's
Go
what I said.
ahead, Shango. Go ahead. You want to say something on that?
No, the only thing I wanted to say is, like I was saying, to continue from what I was saying, we need to teach our children, it's more than just tourism. I would like to see younger kids move on from move away
from that mentality,
from that mentality and stop wasting their young lives partying and doing stupidness and try to get on a
Educate
trade.
yourself, man.
Educate yourself. What happened to the young electricians, the owners of electrical companies, the owners of diesel mechanic companies,
Motor companies.
What happened to them? Like, why we can't move in that direction?
Let me tell you something. You know what I get? The consensus I get from my people in Nassau and like once the person getting ready to get out of school and what's not, but they ambition is. Wait, to try to get they try to get a job at Lannis.
Yeah, like that's
the game college for them.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
That's the big thing over there. Try to work at Lannis. I guess you saying something if you work there.
Yeah.
So that's life goals. Instead of relationship goal, that's lifetime goals.
Life goals. Get at Lannis and get one Honda.
Yeah, that's
try see if I can be Coupe.
I don't understand that, but let me give you all a little start, right? I'm looking at this thing on Bahamas tourism website, and it say 60% of our GDP is from tourism, right?
Yeah.
20% financial services, 10% manufacturing and quote unquote others, 10% agriculture and fishing.
Hold on. What?
10% agriculture and fishing.
Hold on.
That's what I want.
Hold on. Let's go to them numbers one more time.
10% manufacturing, 60% is tourism, 10%, 20% banking, financial services, and the next 10% is fishing and agriculture. Now, you only think that's a little bit warped?
A little bit.
That's a little skew. That's a little something wrong with that.
There's plenty wrong with that.
Something wrong with that.
Yeah,
because
wrong with that.
with the land we have in Andres and the land we have
Even
here,
Yes.
you mean to tell me agriculture
10%?
only make up for 10% of our GDP?
How much of that getting? I wouldn't even say export. How much of that we?
We need
1%.
We need none of that. We ain't buying nothing from home. What are you talking about?
Well, see, the thing about that
We ain't
too
buying
is,
nothing that grow here.
Only
when it comes to agriculture, from my personal experience and from my observation, what I see is the mentality of the people is
like
bad.
they feel like it's too low.
Exactly.
So-
The average Bahamian will look at you and tell you, they ain't doing nothing in no Yagas, they ain't no Haitian.
Yeah.
Fuck that, but
That's bullshit.
I would start a farm right now.
But I saw like a good sign when it comes to like they saying they ain't doing nothing because it's Haitian. Because I could remember when I was younger, it only used to be Haitian landscapers, Haitians picking up the garbage, and even mostly Haitian barbers. But now I see, like, you see the Bahamians, I see Bahamians, big and proud in the back of the garbage truck picking up the garbage. That's sanitation. That's what it is, keeping the place clean.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to be ashamed of. But like you said, the mentality. Our mentality is what has messed us up.
We'll look down on that.
Yeah, you see?
Well, that's
Like
something.
I say this and I'll say this again. If it comes to feeding my children, I have no choice.
I can do that.
I'll be dressed right up in the back of a garbage fucking truck.
I'll be
Right.
selling paper, whatever
What?
you gotta do, boy. Whatever you got to do, but
I'll find something interesting with it. How about going to people's house every morning and seeing these fine little things coming out of the house going to work?
Joking.
Huh?
Only one thing I'm telling.
No. All you ain't got. You don't even need no more explanation. We know what that is.
Okay.
You wouldn't have been in here if that's what wouldn't have fucking.
You're going to bonfire on me long time.
Believe that.
What?
You better believe that.
No, but
Yeah, toss off back-
I just
Bahamas
say
real
it is so much. It's so much. You know, I mean, jobs like that. I mean, it's good to see. Like I say, Bahamians, you know, owning landscaping companies, owning their barber shop.
As a barber,
Okay, my point exactly. And you work for yourself.
pay my rent, make my money.
You know. So I mean, like I say, I hope that's a good sign.
Well, let me ask this. I've also observed that there is definitely difference of mentality between Nassau and Grand Bahama.
Oh yeah.
Man, we discussed that.
I mean, as a person that's only been living in Freeport for a limited amount of time,
How long you been here?
I would say 7 years.
Okay.
So
You was one of us. You was one of we now.
No, he ain't.
He's one of we.
At least
He
10
still
years.
got an ass up.
He's one of we.
He still got
what,
an
why
ass up.
why is that the case though? Why is it that in Nassau, you know,
Nassau more diversified than Freeport. Man.
No, mentality again, like you say. Freeport a bit smaller. You know, in Nassau, you live in Nassau. and you could
people-wise,
be there. Yeah, you could be there for like 5 years, and I could guarantee you in Nassau, you'd be there for 5 years. Every day you see a different person.
yeah,
You know, so Nassau, it has the so. Right now, you have so much people in Nassau focusing on more than just who Ruckus is, who King is, who Jamal is, where Jamal live. I mean, it's so you know, it's the place so small. People know where you live, and you don't even know they know where you live. Simple as that. People know where you work. People know who your girlfriend is. In Nassau, the place so big, people don't have time
It's
for
more
that.
anonymity.
It's a little city.
Yeah.
It's more anonymity over there.
And they just call Freeport the one of the family islands, but Nassau is more of a island mentality, and I don't want people to believe because they say Freeport is a city like that's some type of compliment. You know what I mean? That means you already move away from your identity.
Yeah.
Americanized over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You
don't
see
know
what I
where the
said?
islands.
So when you don't know your identity, you become lost. You know, you become doing things what other culture, living other
Taking on
people's
some
cultures,
sense identity.
Americanized.
right? And you begin to
That jungle and carnival.
and you begin to not be as comfortable because you find that like I say, even like if you know who you are and you know who you are, so and so, you know, like if you try to be somebody else, like you feel a bit of
You ain't real.
discomfort.
Yeah, because that ain't you.
And that's what's going on, and things just start to break down.
well,
You know, like it ain't nothing to do with pride or nothing like that. Like I say, anything it takes for me to make a honest living, I am prepared.
But everybody don't think like that though.
no.
That's exactly.
Some guys will sit home and
And
don't
not
work,
work.
before they go work.
Hey,
Burger King or one of them.
That's wrong.
Hey,
They
now, that's
working.
wrong. Don't say that. Selling
working.
crappie is a serious business.
Stop that. Stop that, man.
Jamal, where you find this better, man?
I don't know. I
Listen,
didn't
I
care
know-
about
Let us
that.
pick you up, man.
I know some hoes right
Oh.
now. They got receipt book,
Schedule.
schedule,
For Krabby?
Excel spreadsheet, and all that clock.
They got the pie chart.
What? Okay, I'm supposed to see Jamal on Tuesday.
Not
and,
me.
And then I'm supposed to see Ruckus on Thursday.
Friday is my day.
And they supposed to see Shango on Friday.
No,
hold on.
no,
But
no.
hold on. No.
Jamal, let's get paid on Thursdays.
No ruckus.
Nope. That
Tuesday, no, you're right, because Tuesday is my day.
I don't invest in the Harry Bank.
No, that's just wrong. It don't go like that.
All right.
Ruckus is the man I call for my fucking minutes.
You rep, psycho.
Right?
Stop playing.
Jamal is the one I call for a ride because Jamal got the nice truck.
He rims up.
All right. Jordan is a barber. So if I need even $50, $60, he's make this cash money every
Every day. He got that cash live.
I ain't gotta wait until he get
payday.
paid.
Yeah, you see? All right.
Well,
All right.
but at the end of the week, Shanga's going to start oil. Shanga will take him but $1,000 a week. So
No,
you know
no,
I
no,
can get
no.
one. No, that's what they said.
Wait.
Start oil.
What?
It's the daddy, just the rent.
All right.
No, they can say no. This Shango this for the good dip.
He on the list.
Oh shit, you on the list?
Yeah. So to really look at it,
Just don't get on the grocery list.
to really look at it, most females always on their phones because it's more than one dude they text every day.
Yeah.
But and that's
know
how
what
they
I mean?
save your name on their phone. No.
Yeah.
When they get minutes, when they get lunch. I think
Right.
when they get a ride.
When you change your picture, if you don't have a picture on your WhatsApp from
They know
your
your name.
stuff, they know
No.
who you is.
See,
What?
They can read the whole conversation.
The rent part because it's like more money, like to put I'll say but $500 and up.
They get what
The rent part, no. They got one old 60-something-year-old settlement who got this money.
A politician now.
Hold on.
And
That's like a
all he
politician.
need to do, because he can hardly raise them, so if he can get a little blow job or a little juice a day of the month, her rent straight.
He good.
Cool.
They good.
But
You see what I said?
Hold on. I have a slight discrepancy with that statement because you know how much girls I've been by who living with their mommy and their house stand up on 4 collect bottles.
And you,
Fuck
hold on,
is this?
and you in the run punch it.
Like, what? And you scared to punch hard, right? Because you feel the house lean to one side. Oh, fuck, hold on.
Say, "Fuck, collect ball, get me out of here."
Come on.
But,
You find us better, man.
And the thing is, right, you want get straight, carry 4 can of cream to the house. Oh, we can put the house up on this. What the fuck?
It's more stable.
What?
It's more stable. It ain't a tip.
Nigga mixed up
It ain't
with
got no
the
stem.
motto. Mixed up with the motto.
But okay, let's get back to the
All
original
right,
topic.
yeah. All right, let's bring it back. All right, but what we... Okay, what, shit, you didn't even know where to segue into this because you talking about this tourism thing, right?
No, but
And
the
our
tourism thing.
reliance on this, yeah.
Yeah, what we was talking about, how we could,
We too heavily relying on this.
Yeah.
Right? We all agree to that.
and we
Jamal.
said most females before they try to work on, to work, they'd rather stay home. That's how we get on the females.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even like
Situation.
what Ruckus said earlier with the voice, as you say, the diversification of the economy.
Yeah,
right?
man, that's what we
Watch
did.
this. Now, Jamal, I don't want you to feel no way.
Go ahead.
Okay, I go.
But from what I understand, when they made this deal, the tax, the aggregate what getting exported to this country,
Bahamas.
out Grand Bahama, right? They say they're getting might be $1 million a year off of 800 and something. At least I can't say the exact figure, but from my understanding,
So
it's
Jamal,
close
what's
to $1
the-
billion yearly.
Jamal, this is something I would like to.
Why the Bahamas
Yeah.
can't own that? No, there's $1 billion yearly of just aggregate.
That-
What kind of Silicon Valley?
This is something, Jamal. You
never
are
charge VAT?
an employee of Bahama Rock. I mean, if you
I am?
care to elaborate.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. All right. Oh, naughty. Hey. If you care to elaborate just a bit on exactly what these
But
people
hold
are
on,
speaking
hold on,
about.
hold on. You want me him elaborate? I hear Start Oil
Oh, fuck. Yeah,
and Boko
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
holding these oil and these things, but taxing bare minimum, and the government get the bare minimum from them. And not only that, from what I understand, they have some of these fellas, I don't know, Shango working in the department, whatever, going out the sea, get 2 ships out the sea. The company make money because they transferring the oil from ship to ship. Out in the ocean because they don't have to get taxes. The Bahamas, you ain't checking for that. We ain't trying to tax
Bunkering.
them.
Well, that's-
Bunkering. But if you do it in the U.S., you get a heavy tax, and you got to go through so much regulation.
Well, Statoil don't do that. Statoil, only Borco does bunkering out in Anchorage.
And we ain't getting shit from it.
And they only do that because of the fees from the port. The port is who taxes them.
Okay, but watch this what I'm saying, Shango. You still evading money coming into the country.
I agree.
Why these things ain't regulated? Why? Anytime a ship come out there, you get a government agency or a government hired private agency to investigate these things and make sure regulations is being followed. Because if they taking the money, if they trying to duck the fees in the port, that means that's even though some may feel the port don't invest in us. That's still fees that is not being put into this country. There's a lot of ways to make money other than just manufacturing and farming. I don't know which one I feel it should be better. But instead of taxing us, tax these things that bring more revenue, and you can create jobs because, okay, you need an investigator to go wash this oil. You need somebody to go make sure this tax paying.
Hold on. But see, when you want to start getting into all of that, then you got to start talking about why we don't even charge for our airspace.
That's another way to bring money, revenue into the country. I was getting up. The states is charged for our airspace and monitor our airspace. This ain't IA. All you need is, instead of investing in certain things, or when they bring them damn Chinese in here, make them buy the radar so they can monitor it and train some people. Bohemians.
King, let's be real. These niggas can't tell you when the hurricane coming properly.
So I said, nah, because the government ain't going to put an education in them. All you got to do is look at your iPhone.
You really want these old ass niggas watching our space?
No, I think we should train some young Bohemians.
Nah, I with you on that.
And don't make it political. Because if your Grammy is PLP, you could get to get on the program.
Yeah. But,
I agree with you.
But we get the voice of party thing, because simple things can bring jobs.
We should, I mean, when it comes to that shouldn't be a big problem, because we should just pick people who really have the potential and really need it. Like, people like who cannot help themselves, when you see them doing well in school, you say, okay, we could take a chance. Putting these people, you can't just put a dumbass.
No, you're right.
You're right.
We got some brilliant kids in school.
Yeah, and who just don't have the opportunity and the monies
to get up.
To school.
I can be honest with you.
And these the people we need to be targeting. You know,
and pushing them forward.
Yeah, I saw.
And we need to be pushing them forward. For real.
Yes.
For real.
You know, I see a lot of. You know what I just noticed? Like it is according to who you are in this society.
Yes.
Who your family is.
I mean, you could be the richest person in the world. Just say, for example, why would King? Just say you have a daughter that's coming to school. Why would and your daughter doing good, and you have a person like Greg Moss? Why would his
Child.
daughter be selected before yours? And everybody know he can afford.
First of all, that's don't scandal Greg Moss, eh?
No,
I saw him the other day, and he was like, "Well, I like this truck." And I was like, "Well, you know, I mash it up."
So let me get
Oh
this
boy,
straight.
you looking for saying on the thing? Oh boy, listen to me. Greg Moss owes some money because that's advertisement.
When you all talk about Greg Moss, you all put some respect on it.
Respect on it. Respect on my name.
All three, all. Y'all niggas are gaming. I done said I ain't saying it no more. Put some respect on it.
Play. But I hope we run up on
Bradley Robinson.
Bradley Robinson. Very like that.
Hope you run up on Michael Darvin like that.
Go ahead on him lotioning. But
Hey, when he started talking about that, I wanted to say, hey, you like this drunk? You need to come on the potted room. Let's talk about some things.
Yeah. Boy, if you could get him
I wouldn't mind.
If you could get him in here.
Wait, big man, I coming back. I taking the day off.
You ready to call in for that one?
Hey, look,
You ain't gonna wake up today. It ain't happening today.
I can't come to work today.
I sick. I got the flu.
True and right. I got some things to do still.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Charles, why you agree with that, boy? Listen to me.
Yeah,
We don't even invest in educating people.
No, and see, and I still think that's one of the tactics of most of them just retaining power.
Yeah,
Yes.
because the smarter we get, the
more
more bullshit.
The
more we can see the bullshit.
Yeah, we can see through the bullshit. Yeah.
You see, so
Because-
that was always like again
Yeah.
in what the slave masters used to do.
Exactly.
Keep
it
you dumb as hell,
Keep it dumb.
and whatever they tell you
That's
is
what
gospel.
it is. That's what it is.
Speaking of gospel,
Oh shit.
You've been judged this morning.
Oh no.
Yeah, you've been judged.
And then you
stop.
they force it on you. Then you have to force it on your children, and your
And
children
they want
have
to
force it on your
what is
children's
kidding me,
children
right?
Until they have it, whereas they could sit back and be like,
They ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
They can fuck themselves up.
the program working.
yeah.
But Triangle, what's so serious but that? They wondering why this killing and thieving and all these different things going from generation to generation. Because you keeping the people impoverished and you keeping them dumb.
Yep.
You understand?
I
Uneducated.
But that's how to get them to keep voting for you.
Exactly. Because you know, way in hell I can vote for you, but I say I go walk out the get water out the well in 2016, and I put you back in, and this and here, this and the capital nation and thing.
Only one way to explain that. You gotta be dumb or ignorant.
Right.
You're ignorant.
Let me ask this. As Jamal opened the show, he said none of us in here are over 40. Now, I remember a time going to school, you had social studies and civics class. I learned what the Constitution said.
Yeah.
I learned about the struggles that came before us and how we got to the point that we're at.
Well,
Does that still happen in the schools today? I talk to my nieces and nephews. Some of them barely know who Pinland is.
I ain't learned with that shit.
Hold on.
I learned. Listen, as far as
I
learned,
can't wait for my children to come out of school so I can erase some of that shit out
come
of
out
my
of
mind.
school. My boy 4 and that anyway. I only listen. From what I learned, Columbus is a hero. Mm-hmm. You know, see they changed Columbus. They the heroes. They tell
me Columbus discovered that it was wrong.
Right then.
Then Columbus is a hero, man. Huh?
For real?
Yeah, man. From what I learned,
all
the
people he killed, he's a hero.
I thought Columbus was big time freedom fighter, man.
Right.
You know, Columbus got imprisoned.
Of course, back in Spain,
anything
yeah. King Ferdinand and what's your name, Queen Isabella.
Isabella.
I mean, people don't know that, but I just said when I learned Columbus sound like a hero to me when I from what I
Shit,
learned.
if you ask me, simple as this, they doing a referendum for equality, for gender equality. If you ask me, women had more rights than men.
Long
time.
Well, I can tell you one.
We must be trying to get equal rights.
I can tell you one thing. I can tell you one thing. If a woman, listen to me. Let's say you get a guy pregnant, right? You even have to get a guy pregnant. Let's just say the child is yours, whether it's yours or not. She got a rights to go to the court and garnish your pay.
Cool. But no kind of proof whatsoever.
I mean, sometimes they order thing them right.
But now they've started doing it.
They start doing that now. Yeah. But let me show you something. I've been in that child support court. Let me show you something. I've been in that one day, right? In front of one magistrate. But let me show you something. I say, all right, good. I said, decent nigga, honest, loyal, he's a working man. You know what I mean? But that fucking magistrate, wait a minute, you know what this nigga hit me for? They hit me for $410 a month, right?
That's rent.
Now the man who summons me, right? He was working for the court. Nigga tell me, say, man, listen. He full of fuck. He tell me, say, just tell them this is what you could afford to pay, whatever. At the time, my boy was 1. So just tell them this is what you could pay, $40 a week, $30 a week, whatever it is. Just tell them this is what you could afford to pay, whatever. But when I get in there, it's a different fucking story. But the magistrate said, how much money you just make? I had to tell him, I said, yeah. He said, like, how your weekend? This man tell me I must pay $410 a month. Plus I must have custody of my son every Saturday and Sunday from 10 o'clock in the morning until Saturday 10 o'clock, Saturday morning until certain time Sunday night. Something like that he's telling me. I said, motherfucker. Before the thing over with, right? He said, how you feel? You satisfied with that? I say, satisfied with $410 for a 1-year-old child? You got to be crazy. Oh, well, you know, you could always. I said, you don't got to tell me because I leaving from here right now to go to my lawyer straight from now. I appeal that shit. And anyway, long story short, you all know the situation.
Yeah.
We finish this, I gotta go pick up my son. He live here. That's where he live.
Just a little small news just came in to me. Somebody posted, say, Lord, Carnival apparently did so bad in Freeport, they having car wash to make some money. So they calling it a Carnival car wash. And guys, I'll pass the phone around and show you guys the flyer.
Listen to me.
Cars is $10, trucks is $15, a Panani is $25.
Man, y'all talking.
They better make that money back and pay them people.
Where they get this bar chip guy from, though?
Man, y'all talking about Carnival around me. Put some respect on it. Stop y'all shit.
Oh, tree, y'all.
Jesus Christ, this is a big evil joke. What the fuck?
Well, I glad you point them out. I say Biggie. So you get the bullets. All I say is bar chip. Couple women on that. I say which one.
Okay. You know it's a bad thing when you're looking at a woman and you're saying to yourself, God damn, I feel better about myself.
We went Comedy Central. We went school, boy.
This guy.
Who said
Anyway,
In a way, a woman's supposed to have more beard than me, dog.
She get more bare than you and bare belly.
You see that?
Right. Anyway, all right. Bare belly aside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's slide over. I want we getting in deep. I want to bring up something.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Please, guys, let's just try to breeze across this. I know it could be hard. This could be no. This could be something. This there. When I say there, DEAR, there to our hearts. All right.
Lord. I don't feel one thing
Because I didn't know you are some conscious dudes, and the average citizen might don't agree with this.
Who tell you that? I'm a Christian.
Okay, you could be a conscious Christian, whatever. You be what you want to be over there.
This makes all that
A conscious Christian, and that's an oxymoron.
Yeah, but I saw a man with an ankh.
And of course,
yeah. So
He's the Antichrist.
he put that in his skin. So you understand. But anyway, me and Shango had a conversation this week based on something I saw him posting, and it interests me. I said, boy, what this is, Shango? What's going on here? Shango had this thing posted up, but this documentary on Hitler, and it struck me because the documentary kind of paint Hitler in a positive light, right?
And every time I hear the TOC dark in the front of any word, I feel away now. From my ear dark, I feel doctrine by land.
And indoctrinated. You
understand? From my ear, I get.
You understand? But what really strike me is because everybody know. We even talked with Hitler one day when we breeze across religion. Remember that day we breeze across and say Hitler is the chief of God army to take down Satan. Remember that? We breeze across Hitler. Everybody got Hitler as the evil bad guy.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Something come out. Something come out in me and Shango talking, and I say, boy, that makes sense. And what it says, like, what if Hitler wasn't the bad guy?
Yeah.
What if Hitler wasn't the bad guy? What if we living in the West, the Jews control our media? One thing I know about war, the winner is tell the story. One thing I know about war, the winner is tell the story. You understand? So suppose all these years, when you hear the name Hitler, you think Holocaust, you think millions of Jews dead, this and that.
Yeah.
What if we just brainwash from this media we just get in this part of the world? So
they control the WhatsApp, all them Zuckerberg,
they control
all
everything.
them Jews. They control
everything,
Facebook,
man. Everything.
they
The bank,
Google.
Y'all know, but y'all talking about this week, y'all courses can't get no views in there.
That's all right. Well, we got to hear
The Rothschild Bank.
Oh,
I mean,
don't listen to me. You trying to cause something? I like my life. Don't talk with them people, please.
Yeah. So
When you
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, the reason why I bring that up is, what if we just indoctrinated? We just use that word. What if we indoctrinated into believing?
All right, that's
into
a quick question.
Hitler is the bad guy and the Jews is the good guys.
Just a quick question. I used to go to church when I was young.
Yeah.
As I got older, I realized
something ain't
hard enough.
Something ain't right.
Hold on. You all look at your body.
No. Shango.
Let me sprinkle my holy water.
Shango doing this again.
I do my son.
No, I will stop right there.
Shango doing this again. You can't say something like that and then say I can stop right there because you know.
Mary.
Hold on.
Hey, Mary.
Yeah, you say the sign of the cross, right?
Right? You ain't see that. You blind.
Let me ask you
Hey,
this.
Mary,
Hold
bro.
on, let me ask you this.
Play that.
Oh Lord, we can get put off the air again.
When you was in school, right,
Yeah.
and you take a quiz, right, and when you get the answer right, what you get? A check, right? You get the answer wrong, what you get? A cross, right? Let's move on then. Let's move on.
Hail Mary.
Hold on.
I like that one.
Hold on. Some people who usually think about, Jesus died on the cross, but yet we use the cross as some symbol of some empowering symbol.
Yeah. We just,
And not only that,
You know how mad Jesus could be when he come back and see everybody wearing cross?
you joking, but they get
Oh,
the,
motherfucker, that's what they kill me on.
but you joking. They get the other side of people with behind the story and say, back then they used to crucify on the cross. They say they have you straight up on a stick. So they walk around with a pencil on their neck.
All right, even in that regard, right? Let's take that even further. Stretch your hands out like, you on the cross, right? And you standing up, you basically leaning on the Bible. Yeah, you could chill out.
Yeah,
Like
but them nails,
on
man.
the foot.
Them nails.
the nails.
Thorn and a crown of thorn.
They hurt.
You want to read the story about my Jesus said?
You mean the one they stole from Horace?
And
I say never been on no cross like that.
and
Not only
Nices,
Horace, many more.
Miss
Yeah.
Rock.
No, but Horus was the first.
All right, that's all right.
Well, what I know about Horus, that's the devil.
Buddha.
Yeah, you got spanked for
Yeah, that's
What
the
you got
devil.
with these
But
horror stuff?
Hey, y'all know y'all getting hell for all this blasphemy y'all talking about, right?
hell.
Man, fucking hell.
Okay.
Man, what we talking about?
Ain't nobody never come back from here
I get it,
and tell
Tracy.
me how bad hell is.
But
better.
to further Jamal's point,
Yeah.
it is a very real possibility that we have been indoctrinated to feel
Very
sorry
Exactly.
for the wrong set of people.
We was done this in
wrong person.
recent times,
Yeah.
They made us feel away about Saddam. And the most recent I
Muammar
can think of is
Gaddafi.
Muammar.
Gaddafi.
Hold on, man. Muammar the Great.
Gaddafi.
Gaddafi.
That's right.
I tell you.
Watch
One of the
this.
greatest men you could ever think about.
Since you bring that up, I'm glad you bring that up because guess what? I have something pull up
Oh yeah.
right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
On my boy.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Boy,
What
I
do you
like
mean?
Gaddafi, you know.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Gaddafi
I
even
like
give a Bohemian a job, boy. You know, Craig Flowers is the fly
Yeah.
plane, boy.
Yeah. That's
Yeah?
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Gaddafi pilot.
Yes.
Alright, I didn't know that. Now, check this out. Since you bring that up, I have the thing put up on my laptop right now.
Yeah.
Facts about Libya under Gaddafi that you probably didn't know. And I only can go through a
Man,
couple.
probably they didn't know.
I can go through a couple of days and this might blow
You can
some
make
of
this
your-
a clip.
This might blow some of your mind. Check this out.
You know they ain't gonna blow my mind.
No, it ain't gonna blow. Yeah, well, I
you
mean,
know,
when I
I
say
read
some
up-
of y'all, I mean the people who listening.
Yeah, cool.
So check this out. There are no electricity bills in Libya. Electricity is free for all citizens.
Under
One.
Gaddafi.
Yeah.
I can say that.
All these is
Yeah,
under
yeah.
Gaddafi, right?
Yeah.
There's no interest on loans. Banks in Libya are state-owned, and loans given to all citizens are at 0% interest by law. If a
Under
Libyan,
Gaddafi.
listen, if a Libyan is unable to find employment after graduation, the state pays the average salary of the profession as
like that.
if he or she is employed until employment is found.
Under Gaddafi.
Wow.
Should Libyans want to take up a farming career, they receive farmland, a house, equipment, seed, and livestock to kickstart their farms, all for free.
Under Gaddafi.
Gaddafi.
Gaddafi carried out the world's largest irrigation project, known as the Great Man-Made River Project, to make water, drinking water, readily available throughout the desert country, because you know where they located.
Under Gaddafi.
Gaddafi.
A home is considered a human right in Libya. In Gaddafi's Green Book, it states the house is a basic need of both the individual and the family. Therefore, it should not be owned by others.
Under Gaddafi.
Next point. All newlyweds in Libya receive 60,000 dinar, or equivalent to US $50,000, by the government to buy their first apartment, so to help start a family.
Under Gaddafi.
Wait.
A portion of...
We in the new age now.
Hold on.
Hashtag under Gaddafi.
Yeah, you understand. I can go through a couple more days. A portion of Libyan oil sales is credited directly to the banks of all Libyan citizens.
Under Gaddafi.
Hashtag
under
under
Gaddafi.
A mother, excuse me, a mother who gives birth to a child receives the equivalent of US $5,000. Next point. When
It's just this Jesus you talking about it.
must be. Yeah. When a Libyan buys a car, the government subsidizes 50% of the price. Next point. The
Under
price
Gaddafi.
of petrol in
Hashtag.
Libya was 14 cents a liter.
Come on. Stop right there.
Next point. Hold on. Next point. For 15 cents, a Libyan local can purchase 40 loaves of bread. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Lord.
Hold on. Stop
You
right there.
can't-
Hold on.
I
Stop
got-
right there. Hold on.
Hold on. 50 cents for a loaf of bread. You can't do that to Mr. Baker.
Hold on. But stop right there. This Jesus we talking about, the fella come, he give loaf of bread and fish. He
He give you farmland.
He give you farmland.
You want to start a farm?
He take water in the wine. And he get crucified. This Jesus.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
This the second coming of Jesus. You only even realize that.
And you know the Jews never like Jesus. They don't care.
And they didn't
No.
like Gaddafi.
They
Hey,
call
listen
him-
to me. We in hell right now, you know, because Jesus done gone again.
Long time.
I mean, that Gaddafi now, Jesus gone
Hold
again.
up. Let me go to a couple more.
No, do.
Education and medical treatments are free in Libya. Libya can boast of one of the finest healthcare systems in the Arab and African world. All people have access to doctors, hospitals, clinics, and medicines completely free of charge. Next point. If Libyans cannot find the education or medical facilities they need in Libya, the government funds them to go abroad for it. Not only free, but they get U.S. equivalency of $2,300 a month accommodation and car allowance.
Hey, like, yeah, I ain't
Next point. 25% of Libyans have a university degree. Before Gaddafi, only 25% of Libyans were literate. Today, the figure of literacy is 87%.
Wow.
Libya has
And Gaddafi.
listen. Libya has no external debt, and its reserve amounts to $150 billion, though much of it is now frozen globally.
And Gaddafi.
So that is just
Wow.
a snippet of this person.
Hey, I ain't tell you no lie.
Now, the reason why, let me tell you, the reason why I thought I bookmarked that so I could read that here
What if the
today
word is wrong?
is because in this part of the world,
You don't get much news coverage.
we know Gaddafi to be a villain,
terrorist?
A
Yeah.
terrorist.
bad guy.
Public enemy number one.
You
Yeah.
understand? We know Gaddafi to be an evil person. Huh? And then it made me wonder, just like what Shango, the thing with Hitler. What if we allow the media in this part of the world to make us think a certain way about people, not really getting the whole story? We just hearing this part of the story.
But that's the same thing happened to Noriega in Panama.
Same thing happened to Pablo Escobar, and the same thing is now happening to Chapo Guzman.
Duras in Jamaica.
90 in the Bahamas.
No. Hold on.
Can't get out.
Hey,
Can't get out.
I to me, I ain't study too much. I in the truth ain't come. I read at all. I ain't study about or research, I should say, about Pablo Escobar yet. I know Pablo Escobar used to
Move coke.
yeah, he was a cocaine.
He
dealer,
was.
you know.
But see, my whole thing is, right, when you look at Pablo Escobar, when you look at El Chapo Guzman, the reason why they get the protection that they do is because they clearly
Help the people.
help and look out for the people.
Chapo.
So, for example, in Escobar's case, he would take everybody in the Medellin Valley, everyone, and say, this day, I'm giving out money to everyone in the valley. Millions of people would line up next to tanks, and everybody's walking away with at least $500 in their pocket. And when I say everyone,
Dr. Rupe.
Mazi.
When
When I say everyone, I mean every man, woman, and child.
What? So
Now-
you have a family, but you got a wife and 4 children, you all got to go.
Exactly. So,
Wow.
what community is not going to
Respect
protect
that,
and respect a man like that?
Yeah.
Same thing with Chapo Guzman.
Now they coming in there.
Exactly. So, when you have the people on your side, yes, you're going to be very difficult to catch. Did he do some illegal stuff? Yes, he did. But people in our administration are doing some illegal
Yeah,
things.
like Gaddafi. Gaddafi ruled with an iron fist.
Exactly.
But then again, you fall in line and you see the benefits you get.
Because what's this? Them
Being a
Libyan,
citizen.
them extremists and thing in Libya couldn't come out with no bomb, man. That never
right.
going to happen under Gaddafi. But look at it now.
No, man, the
Libya
US
mash up.
The U.S. gone there and just unstabilize the whole situation.
situation.
Yeah, man, mess up the whole country, just like what they do in Iraq.
Yeah.
Because we ain't find these weapons of mass destruction yet.
Or like with Afghanistan, with the World Trade Center,
Yeah.
the fellas them who they say bomb the take over the plane, who they find the passports is on the plane.
So let me get this.
But
Everything-
they find the
everything-
passport them in good condition.
Everything blew up
And
except
then
the passport.
a couple
The passport.
months later, they find the fella still alive. Who they say blow up the
and
plane.
find the man.
How they passport get on the plane if the fella still
How
living?
the passport come out in immaculate condition? You mean not a singe on it, really?
Immaculate conception.
Must say. The passport make out of titanium.
Same principle. Eh? But check this out. That's all I just trying to really just draw an example. Don't mind us with the theatrics, y'all. All I saying is, sometimes you gotta just think outside the box. Mm-hmm. You might realize that maybe people ain't telling us the truth. Maybe we ain't told the truth.
And Mike, you know this group on Facebook named Bahamas Free Thinkers.
Free Thinkers, yeah.
They really disappoint me.
Yeah, they kind of disappoint me on that too.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah,
you know, I put a.
I was kind of to be honest with you. I saw your post, right, and then I just read. I thought to myself, I mean, these supposed to be
free thinkers. They look like they only advocate for gays
and lesbians and shit. But it's just that. They kind of defeat the purpose of being a free thinker.
Yeah, they ain't free thinkers. That's what I said.
You free from religion.
Yeah,
but that's it.
And free from
not a couple of days, but then that's it.
You free from like.
See, because when I saw that, the first thing I think to myself, I say, "Mother said by the Jews control the media for truth."
Right.
What if they did paint Hitler as this evil guy? Maybe
exactly.
You understand what I said?
Yeah.
Maybe let me check it out.
Yeah.
And form my own opinion now. Yeah. Now that I realize maybe I was lied to, maybe I was tricked, maybe I was led to believe something. Let me make my own opinion. Let me see the other side of the story.
I'll tell you this too. Those points you read off about Gaddafi, right? Remove Gaddafi, remove Libya, insert Castro, and put Cuba. You have the same thing.
The same thing.
And most people to this day, even though Cuba is opened up, right? They're still afraid to go because they figure when they get down there, they can go missing. And Castro can take their children and cut off their head and all that shit.
Them Cubans so scared of the police.
Yep.
A Cuban, you wouldn't even look at broad daylight. You can't get a Cuban person to walk down the street with you most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
From my experience, because you know why? They military. By look out, you go to the beach, the military on the beach.
Yep.
You go to the beach, them people can't even come to you and beg you for nothing. Can't come to you like nobody.
Nope.
There's no why they know you's a tourist, man. The police them will flick and grab them and look out.
And Cuba have way more people than us. The murder rate way lower than us.
Yes, man.
It's a good thing you say that. You got a country of 11 million people, and you have 9 murders happen for the year. How did that happen?
Come on, man.
11 million.
You get what?
Because the man them
9 million murders happen since we started this broadcast.
Because they don't play. They don't play with their shit. You understand? They no joke thing.
No.
Ain't no lawyer coming up in this court to run no circle around, no prosecutor.
No.
You understand? They say they don't play that. Ain't no joke thing. No.
They don't.
Ain't no joke thing. And guess what? Speaking of that, talk about anyway. I put like that'll be a whole other conversation because I go on to mention Haiti murder rate. They say Haiti is the poorest country, but then Haiti murder rate. But then you got Bahamas, Trinidad, Jamaica. All these countries with these skyrocket murder rate, and Haiti's supposed to be the most impoverished country, and their murder rate ain't nowhere even in the top 20.
Yep.
You understand? But we in the top 15. You got Trinidad. Trinidad's supposed to be one of the best doing countries. The Bahamas used to be, I don't know if we still are, but we used to be considered the richest country in this region.
We have the highest dollar
GDP. But I understand. They say the poverty is what it's cost when you ain't got no this and that. And that's what it's cost these things. But it obviously ain't true.
No,
obviously it ain't true. No. Something going on with it we don't know about. And I believe, like we talked about before on this same particular show, I believe that this socialization problem we having. People don't know how to socialize with each other. People don't know how to interact with each other.
No, they don't.
That's what I think our problem is.
Yeah,
you understand? And I ain't got nothing to do with no poverty. Because poor people in other places know how to be it.
Yeah.
The music we listen to, I think, is one.
Man, they listening to that over there too.
Mind you, they may listen to it, but not on the levels that we do.
We like right now. Someone brought to my attention. I mean, I knew it, but you know, we have Bahamian music.
Yeah.
Bahamian music is not the Bahamas' number one music.
No, it's not.
What's our music?
Dancehall and then rap.
Nah, y'all better don't say reggae. Y'all better put some respect on that. All three y'all. Put some respect on that.
Dancehall is reggae. We just call it reggae.
Oh boy, dancehall and reggae ain't the same thing.
Dancehall is actually a genre of reggae.
I can listen to reggae. Anyway, listen, y'all stop. Put some respect on that.
I'm telling you, that's
put some respect on that. Y'all ain't get this. I ain't let y'all this the culture.
And I tell you, we have we don't know ourselves. We have lost our identity along the way.
Now, I will say this as well. Bahamian music has come a long way, but
respect on that.
I remember as a child not supposed to be in this club. This was before it was Luna, before it was the Zoo, before it was Insomnia. The club is called the Coliseum. I should tell you how old this is.
You sure you're in over 40?
And like I said, I ain't supposed to be in there. And I remember being in the club and a Bahamian song came on. And a very prominent politician that everyone at this table and everyone in this country right now knows was in the club at the time. And he said, albeit if he was drunk or not, verbatim, man, you need to cut this Bahamian shit off. I ain't in the air and fucking this. Just like that. Now, echoes of that still ring true to this day.
Man, if I in the club and they bust some engine, man.
All the time,
baby.
all the fire.
I start two-stepping right away.
Right away.
Leave my things out the bedroom.
But I say echoes of that ring to this day because, yes, when Bahamian songs come on, Bahamians do dance and cheer and all of that. But take a Julian Believe song when it comes on versus a Vibes Cartel song. Jesus, all the guys lose their mind and just punani in the air.
Yeah.
You see what I said? So why is that we can't get that kind of response and love and respect for our own music?
Yeah. So that's kind of that's sad, man. And like I say, once we know who we are, you know, and
But the young people, man, easily influenced.
young people growing up themselves lately.
They're easily influenced, man.
Yeah.
You don't see when even when
TV,
the Bahamian
television growing
that's why you
kids
don't
up.
watch the television now.
Television.
You don't see
Yeah.
when the children them rap, they rapping like what was that they king where let me tell you.
Wait, because I would say it.
Let me tell it. There's a Bahamian artist, right? He's a quote unquote singer, right?
Mm-hmm.
He sing R&B. The fella was bragging. Me and King was there.
Chad, man,
He is
I know
bragging,
that's
say,
what he's talking
yeah. He's bragging, say he could do. Hey, homeboy, put them down.
I just look like
I think my boy don't be asking for these things.
I
Say,
don't be that boy, I
listen,
don't
he is bragging, say he can ride any kind of beat. He can ride any kind of beat. One song going off, right?
Shabba
Mother Pot going off, right? So I say, why you don't ride that? He said, boy, I ain't no Jamaican. So my question was, okay then, you can't do reggae music or culture music, but you sing. I say, so you's American, eh?
Just singing R&B.
Yeah, you singing R&B, so
R&B mean culture.
in your American tone of voice. So what I asking is, all right, you just start say you ain't no Jamaican. I want to know if you was American. Then he start.
So y'all look at y'all tennis to talk show.
Yeah, so you all think this that talk show.
Y'all run up on mountain.
You all think it's part of the room.
Y'all tennis to talk show.
Hey.
That what he say? That what he say?
But check the trend out. In Trinidadians love their soca.
Yeah, man.
That's the number one. In Jamaica,
I thought that's a Trini.
love their reggae.
Yep.
In the Bahamas love their rap and reggae.
And soca.
And soca
And soca.
and country.
Let me tell you what, I love
country.
my Junkanoo, son. Y'all don't never. Y'all put some
This is
respect on
R&B.
that. Put some respect on that. All
But no,
three of
you
y'all.
need to put
All three
only
of
me
y'all.
here in this room is Rush.
I
So you put
rushing-
some respect on that.
I rushing this year.
Hold on,
But they better rush with the swing
I
and
ain't
put some
gonna be there.
respect on
I
that.
ain't
guess
gonna be
they
there.
run rush for a long time.
I ain't gonna be there to help. I
No.
ain't gonna be there to help you with your costume this year because I can be rushing and helping my own costume.
I said, let's make sure you rush with the swingers and put some respect on that.
That's the only family I got. But then me and my little boy, that same little one, he got his trunk. You see he drum in my backseat. Oh, he got his drum in my backseat. Huh? The Russian boy, you talking about? Oh. Huh?
Well, look here,
love
love
my
my
Junkanoo
That's
boy.
not success.
I love my Junkanoo. And I love how they close the carnival with that nice Junkanoo rush. And then they come through, boom, 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 blah,
Okay,
blah,
Uncle
blah,
Tom.
blah. Huh? I love that Junkanoo boy. Stop your shit. I love that. Stop that.
I didn't see you ain't getting respect on that.
Hey, but I see a lot of females I talk to. They tell me, you know, I listening to my Bahamian music. You know, I ask like, what kind of music you like? You know, when you ask them Bahamian, I like I don't like Bahamian music.
Anything with pum pum in it, they love it.
Boy, I
They don't like
advance
Bahamian music. That's sad.
That's sad.
Anything with pum pum.
That's sad.
Ride panikaki like a bicycle. Me not going to like the little icicle.
We can move mountains.
Hey,
and be
stop it.
They don't like
apart
Bahamian
and-
music. When they say that, I understand. I understood because you see how y'all notice. I mean, this probably all in all. Y'all notice how much mango skin guys we got around here now.
Hey, like, yo, all you gotta do, okay, real talk, right? And again,
Listen to me.
This is just the thoughts of Ruckus Man, not just of the party room. But I'm just saying, Cable Bahamas is racist. If- when you
You
watch,
ain't about to talk no shit, but my good cousin who came in Bahamas. Listen,
all I saying
my
is,
good
Yeah,
cousin.
when
when you
light-skinned
watch,
guys for
when
true.
you watch Cable Bahamas news,
All of them is light.
all them light skin, and it's like you have to be light skinned
and that's what I
with a
heard.
small nose to report the news. What kind
And
of
all,
bullshit is
and all
that?
the fellas. No, I ain't that. No, it's not.
No, they got a dog boy in there.
I will not sit here and let y'all
Guess
talk
what?
no shit
These
about my good
Plenty.
cousin who were given Bahamas, who's reporting to us.
plenty mangrove
I ain't
skin.
gonna let
Like
y'all do that.
we don't say mango, we say
Mangra.
mingro.
Mingra.
You from DIA?
Mangrove
I ain't
skin.
calling,
Mangra.
I ain't gonna call your name, cuz, but I can defend you. Cause I ain't gonna let these. They better
That's
put
a
some.
little boy
Listen to
go.
me. Put some respect on that. All three, all.
Hey,
Huh?
listen,
Mango.
I have never seen so many mango skin gals in all my life. Let me tell you. Let me
You
tell
got my bleach in it.
Either that or man from Cat Island taking over.
Nah, listen. Listen.
Man, Long Island. Eh?
Or Long Island, my bad.
These guys I'm bleaching, like it going out of style. You know, Dimples got the place on lock.
Well, pussy all this nigga calling names.
No. He talking about the feature, man.
Oh, right.
But I talking about who's selling the things.
Hey, but
Oh.
all right. I mean,
Yeah, she sell them.
okay.
them
So
cream, eh?
what am I left to believe that they just buy like a whole tub of hydrocortisone and just soak in the shit?
Yeah, man.
Like, I don't know.
What
What
about that? Yeah, scientific on me again.
They devoid
Yeah, that's
their African
hydrocortisone.
identity.
Hydrogen peroxide, must be blanco bleach. I ain't know that.
Vinegar.
Nah, that too.
And cocoa butter. That's
Man.
what gave the cream.
Actually, you can't diss vinegar. 'Cause vinegars keep the panani tight. That's what
Hey.
the Haitian gal tells me.
Jesus
Hey,
God.
I want to show you all something. I hope it don't blow you all mind.
Well, you can't blow my mind, man.
Right?
You can't blow my mind.
Show Jamal voice then.
You see that? Look at that.
Yeah.
How big it is?
No.
Look. You see that?
I know this girl.
Shh. You see that?
I know for two.
It's hard today.
Check out how she did look.
I know, no.
Let me show you all how she did look.
You better stop.
No, man.
No man.
See, 'cause see.
No,
see,
shit, he's
see,
right.
No,
He's
see,
right.
no,
He's
no,
right.
no.
Funny.
See. So one thing we don't do on this here show is lie on people.
No,
I believe Shango trying to put
The one in the
no,
bucket.
no.
Shango.
No. She was that color.
Shango
One in
trying
the
to.
bucket. You made that one now.
No, that one right there.
You made one in the bucket.
No, that one there.
No, the one in the bucket.
No.
Let me see, King. Let me see.
No.
Let me see that
She
again.
ain't, Shango ain't lie. She was that color for true.
That's her.
Yeah, that's her.
I didn't know that.
She was that color for true. Now she look like the ghost of Christmas past.
Yeah, well, that's it.
See, I ain't gonna let Shango sit here and lie to me
Listen
like
to
that.
me.
No, that girl look like that king, man.
That's her now. That's her now.
No. That's her now.
Man, stop that, man.
That's her back then.
Back
You
then.
see what she say? Don't say what she say.
Yeah. Couple 6-7 years ago.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, more dope.
So let me ask you a question. She work farmer chemi. She run them chemically.
My
Like Paul
reason,
Muzzin.
my reason for saying that, this is another example.
Yes.
I never see this. What her point is? What her point is? She trying to say
She advertising.
you gotta do what you gotta do, or I mean,
She advertising.
The thing is,
who the fuck she is? Who she be
I
right?
am
Who's her
not
boyfriend?
calling. I'm not calling.
Yeah, I know,
nobody
but who's her
name.
boyfriend? I know we ain't
I
calling
don't
her.
know. But
Who's her boyfriend? Who she trying
this
to?
is what I'm trying to get at.
I hope that nigga know when baby come out that the baby ain't gonna look like.
Is that right?
Well, murder.
I wouldn't
But
know if-
my thing is what I was getting at saying is that how we cannot expect people to love their own culture. We cannot expect people to love their own culture when they don't even love
Their own
their
self.
complexion in themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even see how we could even think these guys love us and don't love themselves.
Look at this.
Hey.
Look at this picture.
Hey,
Chango,
Chango.
look at this is a picture of our man.
See the color, right?
Let's see
Yeah,
the
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Let's see the now. Let's see the now right there. Cause I don't. Man, y'all stop that, man. Y'all lying on these baby women.
Jesus Lord.
Let me see.
Look at the gut.
Well, murder.
Tell you, but I'm be making all kind of money off us, you know.
Hey, that's tattoo on her leg.
No way.
Let me see that again. I don't care. Let me see it again.
But Chango raised a very good point. Many persons, not just women now, but
You got niggas bleaching too.
yeah, niggas bleaching too. But
Now stop you all fuck.
motherfucker.
Now stop it.
They have one documentary they do in Jamaica and all
Man, not
looking.
Jamaica, man. They on a different level.
But watch this. You
Jamaica
got
like
niggas
Zimbabwe.
bleaching.
Niggas over here bleaching too, like
Man,
more
But
of a-
Rocker say he come free by this color.
Yeah, I was lighting, you see, but I had to hang on Barbary Beach, you see, yeah, you see. But a lot of people don't love themselves, and they do project that hate, that hatred of themselves onto others. And if it's one thing that hatred, a characteristic of hatred is it spreads quicker than love.
Hey, let me ask you a question,
Right.
man. What y'all think happens to these people when they get old, man?
Oh yeah, I know, but I would
Like
love to see.
they have some kind of like
But my thing is, my thing is, these same people, me, you know, they won't criticize me on my stance on religion.
yeah.
But these the same people who go to church every day and ask and thank God for everything, but they hate the way they say that God made them.
They born.
Yeah.
They born.
Yeah.
They hate that way. They ain't supposed to be that way. You know?
Yeah.
So
it reminds me of a story that I saw in I saw it actually in Brazil.
Boy, you was come on this mic and you was sounding so serious.
No, but I'm serious. Like in Brazil, there's a painting in one of the museums. It has a dark skinned woman.
Yeah.
She's raising her hands, praising God. There's a lighter skinned woman holding a baby, and there's a European man sitting to the side.
White man. White man.
White man, yes.
Yeah.
Now, the grandmother is praising God because her child was able to have a child
With a white man.
and it is removing the black stain from the generation.
All them
That's
full of
champion
sh-
bullshit.
And all them, they full of shit.
but let me let you know something.
Nothing wrong with being. Look here.
The biggest
I ain't checking no more light skinned girls from
like
now
they
on
say-
going forward.
No. See, let me
no,
let you know something.
But
that's a
let me
shade
let you
of
know
black,
something.
bro.
There is nothing. There is
Wrong.
nothing. There is nothing in this world more dangerous than a black man penis.
That's right.
Because we got the. You know what? I
We
know-
could
I know
come
what
if
you're
this was a full breed white country,
Let me let you.
and you land 10 black men in this
You
country.
can turn this black.
And-
Within 50
and-
years,
Nobody-
this
It's gonna
will
be a black
this will
country.
be a black country.
That's right. There's a reason why interracial porn is the number one porn in the world. I mean, that's what they tell me.
I don't watch
See,
that.
white people.
I prefer ebony.
white.
X videos.
Rat.
You see, if a white man and a black woman have a baby, the
Color.
baby is colored.
Yeah.
A black man and a white woman have a baby, the baby
Color.
is colored.
Colored.
Yep.
The baby will not
Be
be
considered
accepted
white
or
no more.
considered
White.
as white.
Yep.
No matter how hard Mariah Carey.
Exactly. I just was gonna say the same thing.
No,
Oh,
but
Raven Simone.
Oh, no matter how hard they try.
Raven's the moon. That's confused. But yeah, okay, good. Boom. I glad. Good. We deal with that. Now we need to slide on to another.
ahead, man.
We need to slide on to another. Let's get on a lighter note. How about that?
Go ahead.
Because you all know that's what we famous for. So let's get on a lighter note now. Ruckus,
Yes, sir.
I know you up to the task.
All right, sir. I will do my best.
Because you look at you come to take
You got
over
many dog shit.
and you don't give zero fucks. So we will go ahead on.
Boy, don't call me name, no.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask.
All right,
I
sir.
got two questions, but we can deal with one first. Because we done all right, we done a good amount of time in. I got 2 questions I want to ask, but I got to ask one first. Now, I got a scenario I want to ask you all about.
All right.
Now, let me. I got to omit some details because I don't want people to come. I don't want them come for me. No. What I want to ask you all, right? Now, I tell you all, I give you all the gist of the situation. Now, I have a brethren. Meet him, be cool, be casually cool, you know? And then I have this next brethren, right? He's a foreigner. He come from a next country, and he here for a little vacation, whatever. Right? Now, the other day, he tell me he meet this girl. Okay. Boom, boom, good. I glad. Try your hand, you know what I mean? Try touchdown. Try touchdown, you know what I mean? Try smash, you know.
Punch the white.
Yeah. All right. The next day or 2 day after, maybe I saw him again. I asked him, I said, hey, how that going? How that work out, you know?
Yeah.
You know, he gave me a little bit of detail. He tell me, oh, but I gotta get one picture. Say, you get one picture of the guy. Nah, bear in mind, he's a foreigner now. Show me a picture of the guy. Ask me if I know her. I look at the guy. I say, oh, no, I know her. Nah. I look at the guy. I know her straight.
Yeah.
My brethren fiance.
Oh, Lord.
Right? Nah. No, he ain't smash. Right? But I trying to find out now. I trying to pretend like I don't know this girl, but I want to know everything, you know.
So you ain't gonna break my uncle again?
No.
Go tell them
no. See,
they say I's the man called
see,
break.
this my point. This is the point that I to make it now.
Okay.
Nah, the brethren show me the picture. Him and the girl take together, and he say she was inviting him to come go this place and that place, and he say he was interested in it and whatever.
Yeah.
So I just pressing him, you know what I mean? I pressing him for information because I trying to figure out how far this thing get. Because, you know, he ain't know I know the guy, but I know the guy. Yeah. I said, yeah, you know, I pressing him. See, I said, man, you need to try get some of that, man. You need to see what you could do.
Yeah.
Because if I was on vacation and, you know what I mean, I meet something nice.
But at the same time, you playing like you ain't know shit.
I playing like I know the guy, right? Okay. So, because I just want to find out.
Yeah,
nah, I say.
You want punch?
No, man. No. See, this my brethren. This my brethren fiance. So I trying to figure out what she did. You see.
Yeah.
So he said, man, he said he ain't pushed the issue. According to what he was telling me, he ain't pushed the issue, but he feel like he could have smashed. I said, no, man. I said you got to realize now you're in a different culture. I say sometimes, you know, females just react differently, and that don't mean you gonna smash. You know what the nigga tell me? Nigga tell me the girl asks him if he ever get his ass eat.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
In
more ways than one.
I had to sit up on this.
That
took an unexpected turn.
I wasn't ready. I was not ready.
I tell him.
Tomorrow, we should have got him.
Listen, man.
Watch this drink out.
Listen, the fella tell me he didn't feel like he could have smashed, right? I say, no, man. I say, sometimes the women girls just be a little more forward.
Yeah.
They'll talk to you about certain things, but I mean, you can smash.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Nigga say, the girl asked me if I ever get my ass eat. I say, well.
What did he say?
I said, well, I know. I said,
Where you from, America?
He's a foreigner. That's all I can say. I don't get too much, much detail. But
The girl sound like she talking shit, man.
Literally shit.
Exactly, right? But I just saying, right? Like, it made me wonder. Okay, he done tell me that he ain't fucking with him.
Yeah.
He tell me he ain't fucking with him. He said he ain't. But he feel like he could if he'd have pushed the issue, he could have smashed that.
Yeah.
He's scared to get eaten.
According to what he say, he feel like he would have smashed, right?
Big man, you hear what you say? He's scared to get eat. I fucking scared too.
You understand? But what I said, right, the reason why I bring this to y'all is I want your opinion, right? Like I say, the fella say he feel like he could have smashed it.
Yeah.
I was in witness their conversation. I don't know what all they talk about. I know he tell me that part. But The reason why I was really concerned about it is because that's my brethren.
Same.
We cool. I feel like she being a little shady.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know nigga didn't push the issue. You know what I mean?
But
He
if
didn't
he
push
did.
the issue. But if he did, he might have could have smashed with you.
Yeah.
Because I mean, how you and the next man talking about eating?
Nasty.
How y'all get that? How y'all get that?
Right.
So,
Hold on. What y'all two doing together?
The first thing.
but
I mean, how brazen because she be to even jump up and ask that question. But if he ever
But
eat
you ain't
his
know.
ass,
But you ain't know what the nature of the conversation is. You see,
right?
Clearly,
I don't know.
clearly, they wasn't talking about the Bible.
No.
This nigga from Greece or something.
But see, it made me wonder because now, okay, the brethren tell me say he ain't messing with it. He ain't gonna invest no more time and energy into it. Right? He didn't tell me that, so that one is a wash. That's just a guy who we meet who we cool with.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what I really want to know from y'all is, obviously to me, that ain't nothing that I must go and approach my brethren about.
Hell no.
No.
But it still make me wonder. He is a
If you could
foreigner.
punch.
No. Fuck this shit. All right. It make me wonder, like,
What's the particulars of the relationship?
is this a regular thing?
Oh yeah, that's
You understand what I'm saying?
It is a regular thing for.
Sounds so.
Because she do work in the hospitality industry.
Brother,
I-
if you
I-
could ask her, think if you ever get your ass seat, that'd be regular.
Well, let me say it to you like this as well. Being that I work in that industry as well, I know of situations where I have brethren. One particular brethren is off studying abroad, and I've seen his girl where I work with other local niggas and other foreign niggas.
no. Oh, hold on, not foreign.
No, I'm serious, foreign niggas too. And the thing is, right, you could tell when a girl just cool with a dread and when a girl
Pungent.
one sort of pussy on this nigga.
Body language.
You see what I'm saying?
Tell a little body language.
And when I see she getting drunk with them, she kissing up on
Yeah,
them,
comfortable.
she whining up on them,
Yeah, comfortable.
and it's like,
It's not like one saying what I know, you know. You know them niggas who speak?
He got oxygen and that never him.
but
Jesus Christ.
the
I don't care
what for me what it brings into question is
Yeah.
how many girls on this road actually
these
doing
things.
this shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because she ain't by herself.
But doing what? Because we ain't want to assume she doing something.
Well, okay.
Eating out and then talking
in
about
that, Jesus.
That's what you doing. That's what you doing.
That violates you just to think with that.
Bad.
She
But
does.
okay, even so, right? Niggas is lying dog, but yeah, I smashed that name, smash, right? But at the same time, when too much niggas saying it,
The same thing, yeah.
the same thing. Nah, I mean,
Somebody
tell
telling the
me
truth.
where there's smoke, there's fire.
Somebody telling the truth.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not gonna be the one to go to my brother and be like, "But y'all kind of niggas saying they grind your girl," because then that's another bot. You see what I'm saying?
That is another thing.
But
But being a man, though,
If you had any, my woman, you tell me.
being a man, being a man, though.
I think that's a conversation though you have to have with your brethren.
What? From what I know, from what I tell you, what I know.
And for sure,
No. What I'm
for sure,
saying, what I'm saying is,
yeah.
okay, like how Shine go say just now? How Shine go say just now? If you know anything about my woman, come tell me.
Well,
Yeah.
I tell
That's
you,
what all
hold on.
niggas.
Hold on,
That's what all
hold on,
niggas is
hold
saying.
on, hold
All
on.
niggas is saying
If
that.
I call your name, you was my boy, you shouldn't be. You know how much time, like,
I tell you
if I
that's
see
like
my
it-
close friends and they woman really obvious to doing shit,
Yeah,
I go tell them, and I don't care if they call my name, I don't care if she mad at me.
yeah,
I remember
Me and
that.
I ain't friends.
yeah.
All that means is, because what's this? You gonna make it back up with the girl anyway. So, shit,
In
let
some
me see
cases,
that
I-
no
Hold
more.
on, like,
I went through
what
that
you gonna
before.
make him back up with the girl for?
He gonna make it back with
No,
the girl.
I went through that before, whereas
Thing is,
a situation came about with me with one of my best friends, and I ran out and I told him what is going on,
Yeah.
and
Nah, let me ask you. Did you see some serious indicting
I-
evidence?
was watching the girl.
No,
no,
stop that, man.
I see some real evidence.
You was
All right.
watching a real
I
one?
know some real evidence.
Movie.
I saw it.
Movie.
Nobody tell me this.
Movie.
I ain't go on and tell them, say, by people saying.
Yeah.
I
You
go
watch the
on
movie
there and
yourself.
tell him,
I see.
I see.
I see this.
Yeah.
So after I tell him, I say, okay. Alright, cool. He say, alright, cool, man. Like, and so I noticed, me and him was hanging every now and then. He ain't call me for a week, 2 weeks, 2 months, 6 months, almost a year. So I just finally, I ask somebody. I say, but this, I tell you, boy, there's something he ain't talking these things. I just say, by them two back together a long time, they never break up. Nigga mad at you for telling them that.
What the fuck? Right.
the fuck, eh?
So guess what? From then, especially him, if I see her and he drunk and she sucking the nigga dick on top of your head,
You saying the fuck?
I ain't never fuck to say. I tell you that.
On top of your head, Sango?
On top of your head.
Well,
That's talent.
this nigga is an acrobatic.
He could spoot on the nigga head after she make him bust a nut.
This nigga is got balance.
I ain't telling nobody nothing.
But
you
you want me
just-
to tell you?
but hold on, exactly.
But you
No,
want me to tell
because I ain't the type. If you tell me and I know, that one over.
But let's
you want to call my name?
Hold on.
Nah, ain't nothing.
Let's explore this though. Let's explore this.
All right.
Nah, you are virgin. Like niggas who you know.
And I talking about this my brethren. This ain't nobody.
This like a nigga you grew up with.
You see?
But not only you ain't have to go up with a nigga
to have
to
a
respect a
brethren.
nigga
Yeah, you see?
opinion.
Yeah, you see?
You understand? You know this man. You know this man is an honest person. This man stand for shit and life.
Yeah.
You understand? You this
Yeah.
ain't no flimsy.
Right.
Go with the wind, yeah, just because
Yeah.
you know this nigga to be a dude who ain't coming to you with no garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see?
Because
You
if
know this
someone
to be
tell
a
me that
straight
now,
up-
I see that I wouldn't have tell him.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's, exactly. If you
Yeah.
see, if somebody else know you and the next lord is brethren, right?
Right.
And they come to you and say, "Boy, I see your brethren girl, this and that." No, I can't. To me,
I
can't go to him and tell him that.
I can't do that.
You can't indulge that.
No,
No.
because that's another third party.
Yeah,
guy.
that's hearsay,
You don't
man.
even know what's going
Yeah.
on in
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
situation.
It's
See,
not
he might be trying to
Yeah.
smash
Right.
the guy.
For real.
Right.
He might be trying to
Right.
smash the guy.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is, for myself, you know me to be a stand up, straight up nigga.
Yeah. Especially if you had my back in the past with other
Exactly.
extended
Other settings.
circumstances. You know what I'm saying?
Even if not, what you know about me is enough that you know that this is straight up nigga. Nah, I come to you and I say, boy, I see a girl in a precarious situation.
Yeah.
Now I tell you what I see. Now I'll tell you whether I wouldn't even, if it don't look like nothing, I wouldn't even come. You wouldn't even got to worry about him
Yeah.
and me, for me
Yeah.
about it. You understand what I'm saying? If it don't look like, listen to me, that could be a brother, that could be a cousin, I don't know. Unless I see something to make me feel like, well, motherfucker, this nigga need to be concerned with this. Then you ain't got to worry about him for me any which way.
Yeah.
But I just saying, a nigga who you know to be a straight up, stand up dude, to come to you and say, but look here, I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
This what I see. Then, you know what has happened? Niggas them will turn around and turn, like Django say, they'll turn against the nigga.
Yeah.
Switch.
Yeah.
You lose a good brethren, you cut off a good brethren who you had in your corner
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you refuse to believe your girl dealing in some foolishness.
I guess
And
what?
a lot of them, I realize, dudes, they don't refuse to believe it. It's
No.
just that pussy, whatever they just have,
Yeah,
they
they-
be hooked.
Yeah.
And they don't want to get rid of that. Because
I-
all some guys got to do, look here. Man, look here. Tom just tell me, see you sucking this nigga dick around the corner, man. Or she said, come, let me suck your dick too.
Boom, that's the end.
And that one over.
Guess what? Guess what? That way, on the flip side, you know. You know how much times I see situations where a girl getting beat up from a drag. I talking about not just like 1-2 slap. I talking about on the ground punching the girl in the face, right? The only thing you do is go and grab the boy,
Say, don't
pull
do
him
that.
off,
Yeah.
And she
tell
try
him-
to jump you too.
And she trying to jump me too. Like, well, motherfucker, you like this ass whooping
No,
it?
but I know you's a skilled man. So you might have put 1 or 2 gun can blow on that.
Yeah, but he swing on me first.
But he said it so good just now.
The truth coming out.
But he just picked them up.
The truth
Now he
coming
swing
out.
on you first.
He didn't talk. He didn't want to talk that part. He was talking about.
You was a cold
But he hit him with the Shaolin elbow. You see? He didn't talk about that.
Pelican talent.
Yeah, he didn't talk about that.
But-
Armadillo tail.
No, but that's serious, and that's a Good question. That's a good.
Yeah,
topic
because I
to
wondering.
raise.
Let me tell you something. The last relationship I was in, niggas used to come to me all the time. Like, I to this day.
Hold on now. Don't talk the business like that.
No, I can talk it. Listen, I question you see him on them because niggas had to come to me and say, boy, I see a girl this way, or I see a girl. They just find a way to say, I see old girl here, or I see old girl there. Okay, and what? What? You see her there? Okay.
But
She's a big woman.
Yeah.
What if she was in if you ain't see nothing for me to be concerned about, what the fuck you telling me you see her for?
Exactly.
What's the purpose of that?
What you was admiring?
I ain't no
something?
fucking police.
Exactly.
You
That is not
admiring?
it. She do a crime. She doing a crime. She doing what's going on? What you
Niggas
telling me that
looking
for?
the money.
Yeah.
What you telling me that for?
Yeah.
Boy, go ruckus them, man.
Must be. I don't understand how niggas is operate.
Well, I think a lot of that comes from jealousy. Because, I mean, all of us in here will see a girl, right? Yeah, motherfucker, I wouldn't mind getting with that. And then King get it. Motherfucker, King get it. Motherfucker.
What choice get be me, man? Don't try to tell me in a Bahamas, him in Hawaii.
That what you is. That what you is. The Bahamas #1 male. Cut up. You know that's what he is. I don't know. He trying to move away from this title.
I'm fuck friendly.
Okay, so the eyes just jump off when pepper pot's not real dog.
Blue mystic, bro.
Brah.
He bring the blue mystic dog to
Freeport.
Yeah, he bring that to Freeport.
But what I'm saying is, they don't want to see you with a girl, right? They miserable, so they won't keep you back miserable with them. We right back.
Maybe they don't want to see the guy with no nigga.
Exactly. So we right back to black crabs.
No, I see dudes whereas they say you checking the guy, be like, "Mom, my boy used to grind that. Oh, my boy used to check."
But
that.
I don't care, brethren.
That ain't my business.
Everybody used to grind somebody.
Yeah. Exactly. If you want to get
telling me that
like
for?
Nigga said he shagos, so he
My boy bun shot butt.
What is the purpose of that?
Yeah, what's the purpose?
Everybody used to punch somebody.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
if
boys
it's
are punching, they
especially if
punching
it's a situation where you wasn't even wrong and she
Yeah,
Like what that got to do with me?
Yeah.
me.
What the fuck?
Amen.
Yeah.
Your boy used to punch it, and now I'm punching.
Right, and that's what I tell them. Boy,
Guess what?
That's what I tell you.
Like when Boy tell me last week out fish fry. Yeah, the guy you with, boy, my brother used to punch that. I say, yeah. Someone used to punch him hard too,
All right.
Guess what? Let's see him, sister, you walking right there. My brother is punched that.
Yeah,
So let's
punch that now.
So let's don't fuck around.
Come in
Yeah.
here. Right, big boy, just finish punching that.
Where you all find this guy? Who's this guy?
You bring fucking him.
Who's this guy? Where he come from? Escort him out, please.
You bring him with him. Why are you walking on, mate?
No, but it's
But okay, my question then becomes what is the line where you say, something? I got to say something about this to my brethren, or let me keep my mouth shut.
That's a good
If
question.
it's
I haven't seen
I might
anything. If it's just you say, I say, I have nothing to say.
But what does it take is what he's saying.
That's
What does it
exactly.
take for you to say something?
Okay, I know one thing what it'll take. If someone come to me and say, boy, my boy, that's your boy girl, right? Yeah. But she grinding up, boy, that boy got AIDS.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, you got to say something then.
Yeah.
You gotta say something then. Especially if she know that, or
she don't know it.
she don't know it. You got to say something because that's that.
Because, I mean, when it comes to I hear with AIDS, even if I see a girl, and if I see a girl, niggas say, but yeah, she got AIDS.
Well,
But my boy,
let me.
that one over. I look at her.
Good boy.
I look at her all my life, and I think you got AIDS.
As
I look at it.
Damn, I ain't get nothing.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure that out.
Guess what? You
Yourself, or you get the thing.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna find out you get them all leave out the
Yeah.
hard way. But
You
okay,
see?
let me.
How did you find out?
How would I find out?
How did you find out?
No, fuck that. Let me take it a step further then. I'm a cameraman by profession, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in Nassau, a couple of years back, shot a concert. Artist was on stage, right? He pulled a gal on stage. Now you know gals get crazy with the concert, right?
Yeah.
Man, she carrying on like she giving this nigga head on stage.
What?
That's how that's the action she
Yeah,
did.
the auction.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's
I record.
KJ.
I what?
That's KJ.
Alkaline.
Alkaline.
No, don't worry about that. Because if I say it, then the boys don't know.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I'm recording all of this. and the girl that get pulled up on stage was someone's fiance.
No.
Now, I have this recorded now.
Video evidence.
I'm getting paid by the promoter to edit this video.
And put that out there.
She calls me and says, cut that part out. Now, how the hell are you supposed to do that and that's what the people paying for? You see what I'm saying? The crowd went stupid when she did that.
But they cut your shit out.
Exactly. Which is what I told her. Right? Now, the video comes out. My boy see it. He says, but you couldn't even call me and tell me
This happened.
this happened. And I'm like,
No.
no, I couldn't tell you because, I mean, first of all,
You're doing your job.
I just doing my job.
Wait a minute.
What's
Wait
this lie, you know?
That's your brethren? Nah, I record. This is me. I catch a girl on camera doing something out the way.
So
I
she
gotcha.
was sucking his dick?
No,
She's pretending like
she's
she's doing
doing
it.
Is
it.
that the concert?
At the
But
concert,
I
yeah.
said,
Ain't nothing
hold
wrong with that, but
on,
yeah, young woman do it.
hold on.
That's
It
the
is
first topic.
it embarrassing.
It is.
It embarrassing to see a woman get on that.
Yeah.
Right? So I understand what he's saying. But I am saying that I would think if it was me, that's my brethren, I would have said, boy, look, yo, this girl doing some question. She can on a little extra.
Yeah.
What you mean by that, boy? That's what she doing. And that's my...
But what I'm saying is, I think that's a conversation most brethren don't have with one another. You thinking to yourself in your mind, but you know what? I think I want to say that. And then your brethren turn around and say, well, man, you couldn't tell me that. So
Yeah,
I
you
think,
feel a little awkward there.
But
Exactly.
you still feel a way. You still got to find a way to tell him.
But what I'm saying
You
is,
gotta
even
find a way.
in a situation like this, right, with the four of us here, I could say to y'all, to everyone here, if y'all see my girl doing shit, I would appreciate it if y'all come and tell me.
Me too.
You see
I
what I'm
can tell you
saying?
like, 'cause I ain't like you like fucking.
See that?
Just don't tell me round no shower fucking road. Don't let it be from the dude from High Rollers.
If you from right rollers, that's cut ass.
White truck and a white Benz.
Yeah.
Fuck around that. Gotta get marched out it.
All the information coming out.
Hey, but
But I can be real.
I'll tell you this too. This be conversations gals them have amongst themselves.
Yeah.
They'll sit down and say, "But if you see my man fucking around,
Them niggas
Tell me.
and they get tell.
right?
Jesus
You
Lord,
get-
they tell on me.
you getting pimp off king man. Believe
They
that
tell
shit.
on me.
No, they can do that. Yeah, they can do that.
But
They
I
can
can
do
tell
that.
you this. Y'all telling me this. Y'all is my brethren. And the hardest thing in the world for me to do is come to Budget, man. Nobody, right? Buddy fucking around.
Yeah, man.
Or come to Shango, what's lady? Getting boss up. Or Ruckless.
Yeah.
You see anything? That's changed.
That's a vibe.
That's hard for me. Cause I live on now. Them don't ask, don't tell, military type rule.
But guess
I
what?
can see and don't fucking see.
But guess what? If that have long-reaching
Hard, boy.
implications because
And I don't lose my friend.
as happens a lot of times in this country, you know a gal bad, you know she fucking around. When you
What
look,
do you call bad?
like 18 niggas one shot.
I call it friendly.
No, actually, I appreciate that.
What they call it?
Spread the love around, please.
They call them,
I bought his trio that 18.
what they call her? A homie.
a homie, yes, a big homie. At
She
that.
can't control her
But what I'm saying-
hormones.
No, she's a homie. Not homie.
The next
a
time
homie.
we come in, we
You know what I mean?
Nerves.
That's a
Exactly.
She always hang with the fellas on every nigga could hit it out the
Exactly.
camp, but she cool though.
She's a jump off.
Yeah, she cool as fuck.
So what they saying is
I ain't
okay.
ready to
But she
marry
got
one
a
of them.
boyfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ain't none of us
but
cool
then,
with
but
the
then,
nigga.
but then,
But you know why I married her?
What?
you
You
married
do
her?
what?
I like them
See,
freaks.
hold on. We can't let him just.
She ain't no freaker. She sleep with everybody.
We can't let him
She
just
swallow it?
skip over that like that.
No. You
She
get
swallowed.
I don't know.
See,
I thought all this possible.
Probably.
I thought he's talking about guy, man.
probably.
King. You see, you come with this shit again, you know. You then was talking about forgiving people for. Listen,
talking about?
you
Okay,
come
but-
with this shit again.
But what I saying is right. Everybody sitting here don't ever want to be in a position where you with a girl. She have a youth for you. and then you got to question that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you don't want to go through it, you don't want to see your brethren go through it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But
So if you know the girl bad,
You mean in a situation where you have a baby and a nigga think the baby is his for like 6 years and then he finally
and I can tell you no lie, right?
Man,
This is why I have no kids
Why
now,
you stop
because I will shoot a girl in the
Talking shit,
face.
old boy. You get sound on your balls, boy. Don't talk no shit.
Hey, no, hey, guess what?
Shango, we ain't worried with you because you gave it 100 to it.
Hold on. He want to say something, but he ain't want to say it. He want to say something, but he ain't want to say it.
Because I ain't want nobody come approach me or look at you again.
I hope you ain't fucking.
See, people that listen to this show and then come approach you, they ain't know you. But they want to come approach you for these things that we talk about.
You lucky you ain't get fucked up. You don't get shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm scared. You should see me bopping, but when I hear that, boy, I get nervous. I say, me? Why I don't talk with people, boy?
Hold on. Let me inform the audience, all right? Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Hold on. You want to get you, but to say something specific right now?
No, I ain't get specific. I just saying,
I don't want to get no more
sometimes
call.
we talking and this report, man. This report. So obviously, sometimes when you talk certain story and thing, so the person who you talking about will hear it and they will get offended and then they will try to approach you on some fuck shit and you gotta
gotta put them on blast.
deal with it. So all we saying is. Listen, don't have not a fuck to say to me. Don't come to me to the fuck. I ain't
They call me and they talk to Jamal. I'm Shango. They gonna fuck you up.
Don't fucking come to me with a fuck. I don't care who it is.
In other words, everyone, if you approach Jamal, put some fucking respect on it.
Yeah, put some respect on it.
Put respect on that
All
shit.
three.
All right, I tell you one thing.
I ain't saying it no
If
more.
Ruckus talk about anyone, run up and fucking up. You better come with your boy. Look here.
Wait,
Ruckus.
hold on.
Wait, watch it, boy. Don't just say that, boy.
Don't come with no knife.
But
Tell you that. That man know how to take knife from you.
don't come with no gun neither, because I probably got mine too. I ain't got time for no fuck.
All right, I hope you get license. No.
License for what?
Don't
Respect on it.
don't incriminate yourself.
I swear.
No.
Don't come on this show.
I'm
All the man say he might have one. He ain't say,
don't incriminate yourself.
and it could be a
That's
shotgun.
a shotgun, man. Ruckus is
Hey,
good.
Yeah.
for
Law abiding
all
citizen.
we know is a water gun. How about that?
Yeah, nice
It could be an air gun, because I spray car too.
And Obama's my big brother.
Jesus
That's
Christ!
a
What you don't do? Man say he's cameraman, black belt, spray car, security.
Man, I
Fucking-
know politician.
Oh man.
And he don't make guys come.
That's a why too. You know why? Because it's all about me, gang.
King is a dirty nigga.
Yeah, King.
You was a dirty, stinking nigga, son.
Put this nigga and jick me up now. Hey, I'm kidding.
We ain't had to
I
revive
am
you.
kidding.
We ain't had to revive you yet.
I am kidding. And I did not mean it, Ruckus. You made them come.
All right.
I tried my
listen, we're gonna have to close this out now. Listen, Ruckus, y'all had an event yesterday, man. I was seeing the flyer for a little while, man, but I didn't realize it was yesterday.
That's the carnival car was day.
Yeah, you see, with
the fluffy.
the big bongy bearded gals, you see.
Fluffy.
All
No, man, it's
all the gals shaped like a capital D.
Oh, Chad Better.
Do not enter.
I see y'all had a little self-defense preliminary thing, right?
Yeah,
and then
yes, we did.
Some yoga. I see Chrissy was promoting
What?
So you actually have a class?
Yes, I do.
What, boy, you want to teach me?
No, I mean, I have a 12-year-old.
No, but the whole thing is, what we're trying to do is we're trying to empower people. Self-defense, yoga, those kind of things, Tai Chi, all those kind of things. You could learn all of that. But the name of the group that we've decided is Rulers of Our Own Destiny. So
I like that.
What we do is
you think anybody can want to come rule their own destiny after they hear this bunch of shit you been talking to?
Of course. Man, shit.
And then they fade down with them.
Self-defense, everybody want to know self-defense, especially your class should be full of females.
Well, yes, because one of the things that I notice is a lot of the women that I talk to are in abusive relationships of some kind.
Right.
And the only reason why they don't fight back is because they don't know how to.
Yeah.
But
Man, they don't want to. They don't want to.
That too.
Come on, man.
But
So-
also on the flip
That nigga
side,
love them.
So you saw like you was the person who teach Jennifer Lopez and enough.
You understand?
But
Beat the shit
see,
out of that nigga.
but see,
and then she couldn't get it.
but see, here's the thing about that too. As a man, I've also witnessed situations where men are in abusive relationships, but it just don't get talked about because my man can get clowned.
Yeah, 'cause-
You know how that sound, but your gal has beat you up.
It's in the States.
No, it's
No,
over here.
but again, that goes to show back again. They talk about equality for women.
Exactly. I guarantee you, if a man walk into a police station right now and say, my gal has beat me, well, motherfucker. Really? That nigga get clowned from here
Jokey nigga.
all the way to Anagua. You see what I'm saying? All the way. But really, one of the things I'd say as well is it should not have to get to putting your hands on someone.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Conflict resolution.
A man should be able to stand his ground and say, look, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
This is the situation. I am the head of the house. I know a lot of y'all guys ain't got like that. I am the head of the
That's
situation.
what Paul say, my boy.
Yeah? Okay.
Submit.
So, as the head, I'm taking the lead. This is the direction that we're going. And really, we're trying to push conflict resolution because that's how things escalate to a point where it can't be handled anymore and we revert back to our basic instinct of the strongest will survive.
Right.
So that was the whole purpose of that particular event that we had. We brought down Dr. Elaine Bay from the Healing Wings Institute in North Carolina.
Okay.
And he also explains how people, melanated people, are in possession of mental abilities and physical abilities that will manifest themselves in the future due to certain celestial events. Now, I know that sounds really crazy to say.
Yeah.
No,
That's
I
crazy.
understand it.
Fuck that. Celestial events? No, hell no.
But
Ooh, this nigga is.
the thing is, you have to be able to understand why it is that even black people respond the way they do to certain things. I'll give you a small example. Why is it that on Facebook you see so many fights
Beefs.
recorded?
Yeah.
You know, there's a reason for that. There's a reason why there seems to be a heightened sense of interracial hostility. There's a reason for that. And if you don't know what the reasons are,
I always thought it was just post-traumatic slave syndrome.
That
What I
too.
chalk it up to.
that too. So, but then we need to get past that. How do we get past that? How do we find out who we are? How do we find out where we come from? And how do we find out the tools that our ancestors used to move forward?
Right.
You know, so that was the purpose of that whole event.
Everything with our ancestors.
So so your classes are like which days or it's just the preliminary stage?
We're at the preliminary stage right now. Starting May 7th, we're going to have a class every Saturday at Utopia.
Okay.
There'll be a yoga class first, then a self-defense class, and then we're trying to bring on a Tai
So
Chi
just
class.
saying, my 12, if I want to put my 12-year-old son or my kids in that, like, what are the fees? I need the fees.
But for the self-defense class, that's $50 a month. And it will start, like I said, May 7th. My class will start at 10
Like
a.m.
you say on Saturdays.
Yes, on Saturday.
Okay.
10 a.m. on Saturday. It's
10
starting on May
So
7th.
May 7th.
So the
That's 2 weeks-
self
2 weeks
defense.
from yesterday.
And what about the yoga?
The yoga, I can't really speak on that.
You want me-
I'll have to let Chrissy
Talk to Chrissy.
Okay.
about that. But as a matter of fact, I think, with your permission, I'd like to tell her about the show.
Sure.
And
Shit, she know. I know her.
All right. I think she would be a very good guest.
Yeah, I
for you
think
to
so. I
have.
was just thinking it.
So-
Matter of fact.
Chrissy, if you listen to this, come do the show.
Yeah. She no man. Chrissy into that kind of thing.
Yeah, you see? So,
She probably
So-
can come and explain to us.
So that's to me. That's a good
thank you.
class and everything.
And she's a pie too.
Yeah, she is very
I-
What?
attractive.
You know I like pie.
See that?
She can't
I
sit
guess,
over there.
guess what? On top of that, she mind grow.
I don't
I cut off
do
my
much
leg.
of that.
She got locks. She does, man.
So she got the conscious.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does. She conscious, man. She conscious.
Yeah, man.
She's conscious, girl.
But I like a little more info,
Yes, sir.
like because I really interested.
Yes, sir.
Like, ask now. Why
mean,
not? Let everybody
I
know.
know when I say more info, I'm talking about the exact time when the class
So
starts.
we start May 7th.
May
May
10
7th
10 a.m.
at 10 a.m.
Yes,
How long?
at
2 hours?
Utopia.
2 hours?
At Utopia.
Yeah.
About 90 minutes. 90 minutes to 2 hours.
Okay.
The thing is, too, with the self-defense class, we're not just teaching you how to physically defend yourself, but we're also talking about when you find yourself in situations like with the police, how
Right.
you can know your rights,
Okay.
what to say, what
Right.
not to say, and how to deal with that situation. Because as we mentioned earlier, a lot of the reasons why they get over on us is because we just don't know.
Yeah.
And that information is available to the public, but for some odd reason,
ignorance, yeah.
it's being suppressed.
Right.
So we go through all of that as well.
That sounds like a great class. And I think you probably be seeing me in that class. You know?
The invitation is extended to everybody in the party
People could
room.
be approaching you for talking shit. You can either know how to defend yourself, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I go. That's what you talking about me on that show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. So
But I do want to say to everyone here, thank you for having me. I'll be happy to come back.
it was a pleasure.
Man, you know we gotta try. Man, come on, man. Let's try.
What about you know you ain't getting paid, right?
Man, I know that, man. Just the Bahamas, you know.
He can get paid. He ain't get paid much. He can buy him drinks.
I can't even
What?
pay
Hey, with
but
that.
us.
But let's payment in letter. Yes, praise the Lord.
Oh shit! Let's just see the time, bro. What is it? I gotta be away soon.
Yeah.
Different setting.
But yeah, yeah. Hey, guess what? We want to say thanks for coming through Still Rockers, because you know me and you talked about this like a week, 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago maybe, and glad to see it come to fruition.
Yes, yes.
I do also want to say, like, this is an excellent platform because you guys are doing a very good thing by speaking on issues that you don't necessarily hear in the mainstream media.
right.
I think that you guys are a voice for people that don't have that voice.
Yes, yes.
And I would encourage you to continue doing so.
But make sure you like and share the watch.
A bit right? Especially this one because I on it.
Can't argue with that kind of logic.
Hey, we can put him in the group.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
We'll
Blast
think
us
about
out
it.
and
We'll think about it. We can
think
go
about
to
it.
3 foot.
Uh,
I can't
y'all gotta have like a Nicene council kind of vibe. Eh?
No, man, no.
Jamal is Constantinius.
Stop that.
Jamal Constantinius.
All right.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah,
Good
man.
one.
Yeah, man.
What was it?
We wanna once again want to say thanks to Rock. Big thanks to Rockers to coming through. We want to thank shout out to all our guests too, Nikki, Missy. Shout out to people who've been on the show who help us out. Yeah, man, help give us some perspective.
Yes.
I want to say shout out to my co-defendants, my usual co-defendant Shango, Shango_36 Instagram, Tatu King, Facebook,
Yes.
King Touch, Instagram. Any social media you want to throw out there right quick, Ruckus?
Yeah, man. Try me on Facebook, Ruckus Man, Following Self Defense. Also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all of that. So
All right, so we want to.
B music on the track.
KUSMANN, 2 N's.
Okay, look you up, man.
Yeah, Ruckus is be on my religion posts on Facebook too, but just
Yeah, man. Just making sure.
right
you know,
here, niggas. He
you know
made
what I
me
mean?
laugh after that one day, but anyways.
The lighting, designs.
Hashtag divine pettiness.
I looked at your page. You went there hardly.
Yes, I did.
What year you came on?
98.
Me too, boy.
98.
You went to AF?
98. You remember me?
Okay.
He lied. He at least put 5-6 years
anybody?
younger.
5, 6.
A few people.
You know.
Go ahead.
Kino Watkins.
Yeah, I do.
That's my first cousin.
Talking about
Hello.
All right.
So,
What's
like,
your
I
small-
feel big because you know
what?
somebody with
No,
like that.
man.
Let's talk about it.
So you talk about self-defense. You know Muckus too from Trinidad? Muckus is do like judo class and self-defense.
Is he over here?
No, he in Nassau, right through Yellow though.
Yes. Okay, I know what you mean. Yes.
Yeah. That's what I thought you was talking about when you said Ruckus, but the next one named Muckus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we come to the close of another successful episode. At least, every episode I think is successful.
Right.
Shout out to Nika. Tell me she listened to all the full episodes, you know. But anyway, you know how we go, Mika. Love you to death. Any which way. Shout out to everybody who listened to the clips. I think, boy, that clip we had, but the Grand Key thing was like, when was he? But 500. We had 500 views, eh? That's our most viewed video up to date. But
Well, then everybody needs to subscribe to the Potted Room.
yeah, just click like.
Facebook page.
Facebook page.
Yeah.
Like it.
Just
Share the video.
As a matter of fact,
YouTube.
I want to say, just okay, y'all got suggestions, make suggestions. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
I don't think a whole lot of cursing going on this week. Cause they say all we do is be cursing and carrying on this show. That's what they say. That's what they say when they don't listen to what we actually talking about.
Yeah,
but
shit.
you know how it go. But once again, we would like to wish everybody a very blessed week and more prosperity. You know what I mean? More good judgment and more fire. That could be my new tagline. More fire. Right? So anyway, we can sign out and we will we'll probably try to catch y'all again next week, eh? So you all take care and have a blessed week still.